Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 17, I think,
Hooray!
of Shattered Earth.
Yay!
When last we left off, the party had entered their new home to find it haunted by the ghosts of angry servants. Uh, and despite all claims to ownership and deed flashing, there seems to have been another influence there that was very angry at them for attempting to claim the manor as their own. You fought a shit ton of ghosts and some ghouls and shit. Now you're in the house and the day is yours. Or whatever's left of it.
All right. Now, before we had actually rested, could we have healed up Moyle with what spell slots we still had?
You have not rested yet, so.
No, I thought we were. I thought we ended last time on taking a rest. I misunderstood.
No, we ended last session on the question of if
We're
you
going to
should.
decide if we're going to rest now.
Maybe we should take a short rest. Because I don't think we can pull a long rest in cannibal area that can summon undead and angry spirits. So, yeah.
I feel like an hour of rest is just simply not going to be enough. My magic is practically tapped out, and I could probably assume the same for the rest of us.
I'll then try to make traps or something.
I think we'd be better off sleeping in shifts, trying to get some rest, because otherwise we are not going to be able to handle this ourselves.
Okay. I guess I'll take the first shift, I guess.
There is a question of the matter of where we'll be resting, sir.
Upstairs, we'll take what. If anything comes up, they have to come up to us. Even if they go through the walls, it'll still be more warning when we likely get on the ground floor.
True.
Would the dining room be a better choice, sir? A lot more windows, not to mention it's on the ground floor in case we need to make a quick escape. And we do know there is at least somewhat of an ally that's in that place.
We don't know if he has any presence in this particular plane. I'm gonna call it.
Very good, sir.
Okay. So, you guys are shocking up in where? In the dining room? Or in servants' quarters? Or what? What do you do?
Well, aren't the servants' quarters on the ground floor, as these are?
Yeah.
So, I'd say probably just roll out the sleeping bags on the third floor.
About that.
Alrighty. Okay, well, that's your plan. Okay, so you guys, I guess, roll out. Have a sleeping party, slumber party in the master bedroom.
Uh,
Whatever you want to
I
do.
was I was unable to unmute. I was talking with my dad and my uncle. What's the plan?
Apparently, you're trying to take a long rest.
What?
Yeah, see, this is why I had it up for discussion at the beginning because I knew this was going to happen.
Wait,
I mean,
we're we're in the murder house, right?
Yeah.
yep.
You're gonna
The
have a big
third
old
floor.
spooky slumber party on the third floor, apparently.
The problem is, like, as I said to the other two, we cannot face any significant threat as we are right now. And
Then let's leave.
an hour of rest is simply not enough, and we can't leave. That's the problem. We
Well,
can't leave
then,
until we deal with the until we deal with the patriarch. It's pretty obvious at this point. We will be unable to leave.
hey, Bubba, can I ask you a serious question? Like out of character, not in character, or anything. Do you seriously believe that the ghosts and the patriarch of the house are just gonna let us take 8 hours?
No, but I don't think we'll be able to. I don't think we have a better option. It's a matter of making the best of what we got. A short rest simply will not suffice.
Wait,
I get that.
Because I know
I-
you're tapped out. I know I'm practically tapped out.
I mean,
I know
My question
Conley is
is-
practically tapped out.
do you have hit dice? That's my. Do you have hit dice?
Yes.
Okay, we are not. I guarantee motherfucking to you, even if we try to long rest, it will get interrupted. We have no choice.
and I do believe vile shapes do come back on short rest.
I hate to point this out, sir, but there is no guarantee that this plane, wherever we're at, will be existing after 8 hours.
Yes.
There is. Let me just get into character real quick. There is no way that we are going to be allowed to rest after the ruckus and roar we made earlier, especially after repeatedly challenging the whatever is holding this place together. And we are in an unfamiliar plane. There are so many reasons we cannot rest. We have to press on. As much as this is going to be rough, we cannot just sit this out. It is impossible. I guarantee. Unless the gods above are just that merciful.
Then what would you have me do, huh? Lead us into the fucking fires of death and hell? That's about what you're asking me to do here.
An hour would be more helpful. Regain our strength.
I can shift after a rest of an hour.
Most of we can make do. We will not always be allowed to. Do you not have anything you can? How are your magical reserves?
I have enough for maybe 1-2 shield spells. Maybe able to endow Moyle's weapon with something. That is entire. That and
Can you cast magic that barely requires any energy? Can you cast any of those magics?
yes,
Cantrip?
yes,
Okay.
I have a couple of those. But
How is your health? How is your well-being?
I feel a bit more frail after fighting those things, and
a
on
scale
top
of
of
1
that,
to 27.
What?
on top of that, I can definitely tell you I've been a bit battered and bruised.
So, I guarantee at least a rest will help us feel a bit more awake. And even if we can't, it's not like I'm just saying we can work with little. If we can't, then we might as well go back to the colony and get someone else to do this. Because if we can't work with just the bare bones that we have, then we're fucked in the near future.
Fine. Fine. God damn it, fine.
I believe the term I looked up in the book was called roughing it. Is that correct, sir?
Not now.
Slightly. We'll talk about it. We're working
Or
off the
was it
bat.
slumming it?
Slumming, yeah, closer. Do you have any weapons, Chance?
I had my rapier and a dagger, sir.
I was. That's good, Shovan. I know you know how to use that. I've seen you use that. It's terrifying.
I have two daggers and a crossbow along with my staff.
So, along with the cantrip, you have crossbow with some bolts. Yes.
Though I'm willing to bet that none of these will be very effective against spirits.
Is it better than nothing?
At that stage, probably not.
It's what we got. We have to work with it because I guarantee you, if we let our guard down and take a rest, we will be interrupted and we'll have to. If we take the fight right to the top right now, it would be better than taking a rest and being interrupted by his lackeys and then draining our resources even further. And then we'll be in the same position we are in now, but worse. No?
I already agreed, don't need to keep layering it on.
This
Let me just say, I don't like this either. This is a fucked situation. I'm not saying that this isn't bad. I'm just saying that this is the situation we're in.
can I take bitching about the situation and fucking rest already?
Yep. Take a pause. Keep close to each other.
I pull up my hood.
In that regard, sir, may I recommend we still rest at the first floor for the quicker, in case of quick need for making quick exit.
I'd rather we rest outside.
Better
No.
idea.
Outside is an absolutely terrible idea.
Absolutely terrible. You can be attacked from every direction when you're outside.
As I said, we can be attacked from every direction here anyway.
Not
Not
so.
Not,
'Cause
not
if you recall,
necessarily.
I'm sorry. Go.
They go through the floorboards.
Not all
They
of
go
them.
through the walls. Most of them.
Remember the fleshy ones we fought for a bit outside?
What about
Those
what
those
about
would
the
not be
first? Sorry, continue.
those would not be able to go through walls. They'd have to
What
actually
about the
get through
first
windows
ones
and
we fought
doors.
when we came inside?
Look, even if they can go through walls, we still have at least something of a defensible position here than outside.
Whatever. First floor. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
And I get my wild shape features back, so I can at least go into the starter form.
I thankfully turn off the fucking strength step, so I go back up to 12 strength.
Did they return after a short rest? I thought it was long rest.
I don't know about that. I will double
I
check.
may have written it down wrong, but I wrote down as rest.
Short or long rest. So yes, the strength drain goes back to normal after a short rest.
So back to 10 strength.
Cool.
I go back to 12, which is I go from a 0 to a positive modifier.
I can now shift. I am happy.
Time
happy
to
for you.
roll some hit dice. Time to roll some fucking hit dice.
Are you guys telling me that my character has the highest strength score?
Most likely.
What's your strength score?
13?
I have an 8, so yeah.
Yeah, you're the strongest one. Kalia has 11.
I mean, by virtue of modifiers, you and I have this basically same strength, but
Strovan's just a little bit more buff than you.
Maybe that's why he gets more bitches.
oh my god. Out of curiosity, what's Strovan's constitution?
Strovan's constitution is 14.
So we have the exact same constitution.
Mine is also 14.
I got a 12.
Damn, fucking Devonta really is fucking scrawny.
I am. I literally described him as a very scrawny, thinner Minotaur. Because everyone imagines a Minotaur big old buff, and he's kind of he's in a
That be
skull.
that call's call. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop my owl back out.
What he lacks in strength, he makes up for in charisma, wisdom, and intelligence. Even though his player is not intelligent at all.
I'm pretty sure that we're fine here.
It's like Theovan all over again. I have a very, overly intelligent character being played by a dumb guy.
I'm having that problem too with my Sunday campaign where I'm playing a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
His charisma is like 10, and the problem is that I am the face of the party because I'm the only one who knows how to talk correctly out of everybody there.
Oh no!
Everybody there is a fucking goober, and it's like, ah, shit, I have to be the voice of reason now because we're in the middle of the politics part of the game, and I'm like, ah, shit, okay.
Okay, so I use 1 hit dice to go to full HP, and I use my arcane recovery during the short rest.
Let me see if Conley can do something real quick before the short rest because it can also be a thing.
Very good, sir.
Channel Divinity also comes back on a short rest, right? Yes.
Yep.
So.
I don't think Lay on Hands comes back in short rest.
Oh my god! No, never mind. I'm good. I have spells apparently.
You have spells?
So because I'm Star Druid, I didn't read the star map fully. You know the guidance cantrip, you know the guiding bolt spell. It counts as a druid spell for you, and it doesn't count against the number of spells you can have prepared. You can cast guiding bolt without expending a spell slot. You can do so a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
Huh? Well, there you go.
You're a fucking hack.
That
So
is
now you've got like
nasty.
+3 or whatever, right? +3 spells.
I got 3 guiding bolts.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty good, especially when fighting
I
ghosts.
got
So
3
if everyone's
guiding
fully
bolts
healed,
and one second level spell slot.
if everyone's fully healed, then Conley is gonna run in a circle and give Moyle a high five a couple times. Because that's how this ability works. 7 plus 5 is 12.
I don't. What spell are you casting?
It's not a spell, it's Channel Divinity.
Okay.
And then that's pretty good. 8 and 5 is 13. Which is enough to get him back to full. And then she takes her short rest and gets those uses back. Yeah, Balm of Peace essentially means that she can move up to her speed as an action, and if she comes within 5 feet of anyone else, she can restore 2d6 plus wisdom mod hit points to whatever creature. Like, you know, they can't like she can't like continuously do it on the same action, so she has to use 2 of those. But that's fine because you're taking a short rest and she gets those uses back. So at some point, at any point within the next, the next couple fights or whatever, however long this goes, she can just fucking, do the good game thing at the end of a T-ball game and then give you guys hit points.
That's really funny.
Yes. Read those fucking things. If she had used that Channel Divinity earlier, it would have been a lot helpful.
Mm-hmm.
She could run by like everyone who's down without provoking opportunity attacks. By the way, that's written in there, and then like slap them and get them up. It's great.
Oh my god!
It's like Lay on Hands, but better.
Oh, and I have my Archer Star Bolts. Okay, we're okay. It'll be fine. Hey guys, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Guys.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine, guys. Everything's gonna be fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's just fine. Alright.
Alrighty.
I think we're ready to go. Let's fuck some shit up.
Alright, well, short rest completed. Where are you going?
I believe there's one place that we haven't been yet, and that's the graveyard, where the tomb
I
are.
thought we were going back upstairs. Thought we were going to the third floor and fucking some shit up over there.
Oh
Or
no,
are
we've
we
already
done?
been there. We've already been there.
Oh, we're done with the house.
Yeah.
I don't know what you know from. Did you leave early last time, or were you here the whole time?
I left like
He left
30
early.
to 40 minutes early.
Okay. You know about the mirror thing, right?
Oh.
Or the glass thing. Like if you look through the glass, you can see like images of people who used to live in the manor, like going about their business.
No, I don't I didn't. I wasn't here for that.
Okay, cool. So
that's cool.
essentially,
Thing that
like
happened.
exploring the house, you discovered that if you looked in the floor-length mirror that's upstairs on the third floor, you could see the Lord and Lady of the Manor like going about their day, and the Lord was writing something in his book, and then you figured out that you could like move the mirror to read what's in the book, and you learned some stuff about the manor and stuff like that. And then found a magnifying glass in a drawer on the first floor in the study that allowed you to see other things that were going on. So like the dining room, you can see the dining room, like there are people eating stuff. And by the way, when you're not looking through stuff, it looks like shit's just floating around and doing stuff by itself. Like food is floating around, and you know, dishes are like moving back and forth between the kitchens, and the toys upstairs are playing with themselves. The dragon chess set is playing by itself, although you guys haven't looked in the drawing room yet to see what's going on in there. But
Creepy ghost children. Okay, so we see the house is alive and booming through
Yeah,
the
pretty
magnifying glass, but we
there's a lot
haven't
of
found.
poltergeist shit going on right now, but you can see it through some form of glass or reflection. So like if you hold a
But
mirror
we
up to it,
haven't.
if you hold
Oh,
a
so
magnifying
can I
glass
see
up
it
to
through my glasses?
that's a good point. Yeah, actually, you probably would. That and also your spyglass too, if you have a spyglass too, you can use that.
I do have a spyglass, but I don't pull it out. Ever.
You're not you weren't here, so Tavanta just kind of glazed over everything. He was a little bit punch drunk from being slapped around by some ghouls earlier. He was like, wait a minute, I can see everything. All of a sudden.
It's like, I
Which,
can
by the way,
see
is
it.
hilarious because you guys took a short rest downstairs or upstairs.
Downstairs.
Yeah, so if you guys take a short rest downstairs, you'd be just like hanging out on the stairs or in the servants' quarters, and all of a sudden, like every few minutes, like a ghost would walk in and do something and then leave.
It's like, okay, that is all right. I didn't push my glasses up. My bad. Okay, I can see everything too.
I could see clearly now. The rain's is gone.
What's the next one?
I can see all obstacles in my way.
I wasn't
that's-
expecting you to actually answer that.
Oh, sorry.
It was more like, yeah, everyone knows the first part, but who knows the second part?
I get
Okay.
time on old music.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so you finish your short rest. You got some pretty important resources back.
And the main we didn't find main douchebag on third floor, right?
No, he's not there.
So other option besides house is grave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like someone was saying here.
Most likely, sir.
There's a cemetery on the corner of the property. You guys could go fuck around with.
So suppose
Let's
we
go.
head up.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
Let's move. Come on, everyone.
I'm gonna
Okay.
grab Chance's character sheet and Moyle's character sheet as well before we do this, because I have a feeling that I'm gonna need them before he does. Okay, so walk outside of the manor. It still looks very similar to what you guys experienced before. The bright full moon above your head, casting a pale light over basically the entire grounds of the manor. As you walk out, you get this there's this chilling wind that blows through the air. You always have to bundle up, even despite whatever clothes you're wearing, cloaks and everything. And you begin walking toward the cemetery. The cemetery itself is a little, it's a little fenced-in bit of property, in like the corner, in the corner of the property, like the eastern side, and there's a big like rusted iron gate there, beyond which is several tombstones, and one large kind of mausoleum-looking crypt building carved out of stone, and with these really intricate, um, really intricate like designs, like very gothic designs on it.
We don't know the name of the person we're looking for, right?
I think you do. Does anyone that's here right now remember it?
My brain is derping. Jericho?
Yes.
Is that him?
Yep.
Okay.
Jericho is the patriarch of the family.
Okay. Looking for Jericho, I believe. Yeah.
The first owner, right? Not the ones who dipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
First owner.
Jericho Fairweather. So is it? So okay. Would his grave be out here?
You can go and check.
Let's look.
Let's go look.
I'll look for
I'm
it.
still seeing the map of the mansion.
Yeah, I know. I don't have a graveyard map for a reason. Go ahead and make investigation checks, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Does
It's gonna feel so good when I have this laptop. It's gonna feel so good.
Can my owl give me advantage?
I can give you advantage. I'm not good at investigation.
Your owl can look for you. You can roll a separate investigation check for the owl.
Okay, I'll do the investigation for the owl, then use his help action.
Yeah, can I give can I give Chauvin a help action?
Yeah, if you want to. That'll explain the help action.
17 is
Snowy.
good.
Oh my god. Your
Wow,
owl
that-
got a
Wow.
-3. Your owl's like, well, I can't read.
this is affects because I can't read.
Snowy, I did not know you could talk.
It's hilarious. Bet you didn't know I sounded like a southern hillbilly, bitch.
Good lord, I must get a refund.
I must get a refund.
I mean,
Just talk to the powers that be and be like, hey, this one's broken.
That's saying that because in my other game, I'm very Southern Warforged, so.
I ain't never said I was smart. I only said I was wise, bitch. Alright. Cool. I guess, yeah. I forget that. I was like waiting on other people. I was like, wait, I'm the other people.
Didn't we provide Jack's head to somebody already?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just
I probably.
thinking.
I don't know if you did that or not.
Because I
I
had it
did.
in my inventory. Okay, cool. I'm gonna delete it then.
God damn. Okay. That was a 22 for Chance and a 20 for Conlia. Okay.
Mo was like, ooh, dead people.
Was like, I don't give a fuck. They're all dead. What are we looking for? More dead bodies? I found them. They're under the ground. Here you go. All right.
All those such a sassy bitch.
So as you're going through the gravestones, you're seeing names that do not have the surname Fairweather on them. You're seeing names like, like John Banks and like Wilma Banks, like next to each other, and you're seeing like Quarterfield and like other different things. You guys went. You finished your short rest. You went to the graveyard, and we are now investigating the gravestones to try and find Jericho's. Is what's happening. I already rolled for you. You got 22. You're good. Um, so I'm just explaining that we cannot. You don't find any fairweather names on any of the tombstones. All other names, different names.
So these,
Um,
so assuming these are servants' graves.
yeah, the assumption would be that's one assumption you could make. Yeah. Let me double check and see something because I think I had another. Let me see if I have another thing. I thought I had written it down, but no, maybe not. You do there. Interestingly enough, you do see that there are a couple of graves that are next to the main one that are like very small, and each of them reads Baxter and Maw, M-A-W. But there is the main crypt as well that you have not entered yet. It's,
And that
That
I
one is-
assume goes under the ground.
well, it's a stone building that's above the ground that has a lot of
Mhm.
intricate carving in it. Like stands out among the the tombstones, obviously. And the front of the door is chained shut. It's like a steel gate that is chained shut.
So we have to get in there. Who wants to bust open the chain?
Is there like a lock holding it, or
Yeah, there's a pretty big padlock that's holding the chain in place.
can I attempt to lockpick it?
Sure. You got these tools?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Fuck yeah. Fuck some
What?
shit.
Oh. Can I roll sleight of hand? I'm just gonna roll sleight of hand due to the same modifier, and I don't know where to
Well,
click the cleave tool thing.
are you proficient with these tools?
Yes.
Then on your left-hand side of your screen, you should see a roll for the thieves' tools.
Unless you didn't add it.
No, you have thieves' tools.
Oh, here we are.
So yeah, it's right below alchemist supplies. If you click on that and then click on, it'll give you a query. Just click dexterity because it's a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Normal.
Yeah, 17. Cool. Easily enough. So you make short work of the lock, stick your picks in, and get it unlocked without much issue. The heavy padlock unlocks. You swing it open, pull the chains off, and then the gate is open. You are able to enter the mausoleum.
Shall we?
Let's go. Come on.
I shift and head in.
Okay.
Did you say you shit?
I shift.
I take a dump on the lawn and then
Fuck your property. So it's probably real dark, huh?
I don't know. Can you see anything?
No.
Well, you should probably put some light on then.
Torch it up.
We have pets. Are you bringing your owl in?
Yes, it has a longer dark vision than I do. That's why I popped it up.
I need to get
And
some dark vision shit.
if he dies, it's just 10 gold. And it's sad, but we need to use all the resources right now.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm pretty sure he'll be pissed at me and start going on in the sudden draw.
Did Devonta say he was doing a torch or light or something?
Yeah, I can't see. I'll do torchlight. Yeah.
So that is 2020. There you go.
Oh, long hallway.
Yeah.
Fun.
So initially, when you open the gate, you're met with a staircase that leads down into the earth, um, and at the bottom of the staircase, you reach a long corridor that's been constructed out of stone down here. Those of you with dark vision, at the end of the path, you can see that there is um, a stone statue in a relief inside of in like a little alcove, and the statue is it looks familiar to you. It's the it looks very similar to what was his name? Kingsley Fairweather, the previous owner, the patriarch's son. His bust is carved on a little pedestal there in that alcove on the end of the hallway.
Just gonna take a few steps forward so I can see a bit.
Mm-hmm. Move yourselves where you need to be.
I suppose we will not accomplish anything by standing around. Let's keep going. Come on.
Go.
I'm worried about that statue at the end.
So that's a door down there. To our right, to our left, is another opening.
So to your left, as you approach the statue, there is a stone door that is sealed shut. Does not appear to have any handle or anything, but it is intricately carved. You can tell it's a door. It's intricately carved with like these like swirling circular patterns that kind of flow throughout. I think that was to your right. Sorry, to your left, you can see that there's another chamber beyond. Those of you with dark vision can see. There's another chamber beyond with a couple of pillars and what looks to be two separate doors.
Is there anything interesting about the statue in the relief?
Make an investigation check, and you can find out.
I should. Can I? No, that's kind of cheating, huh?
Or you just
Never
want to
mind.
look at it. Do you want to look at it, or
No,
do you
no,
want to
no.
touch it?
I was gonna ask if I could guidance myself before that, but I was like, nah, that's kind of cheating.
Guidance. That's what guidance is for.
Yeah.
That's the point.
13.
Okay. The 13. You can see that like the bust is very the bust itself is very finely carved. Has not seen a lot of like wear and tear as far as you can tell, and it has him appearing as it has him on like a sterner expression than you've seen him have before, and you can see like the pedestal of it. The pedestal of it is carved to look like there are. It's like on like a kind of like a Grecian pillar. It's carved to look like there are like clouds that are swirling around the pillar itself, like carved into it, almost like molding, like crown molding on a wall, but on a pillar instead. And with the 13, I'll give you that the head of the bust does seem to be slightly disconnected from the rest of it. Like it's not all one solid piece.
Okay. Already the gears are turning in my head. I wanna like, can I reach it? Can I reach the head from where I am?
Yeah, it's about chest height.
Can I twist it?
And try and twist the head back and forth, and it shifts a little bit, but it doesn't move back and forth.
I tried doing it up and down.
I do so.
Yeah, the head like flips backward with a click, um, exposing a small switch on the inside. The head was hollow, and there was a small switch on the inside.
Nice call. Nice call. I flip the switch.
Okay. The door to your right, you can hear like the shifting of stone as it begins to open. And
Who was that?
Oh my god.
Oh, my actual. Okay.
yeah, you're met with
Oh
the
my.
sight of a lot of bloody gore and discarded humanoid bones of some kind.
So these are the previous tenants.
Indeed. Huh?
I'm going
I know.
to barf. Excuse me. No,
I'm just gonna turn back over the switch.
close the door.
Okay.
Just close the door.
All right.
You don't want to. You don't want to send the bird in to maybe do a quick look, see if there's
If
anything
you
in there.
want to, I'll wait. If no one's gonna do anything.
It's hey, sorry, Strovan.
Yes,
If you
sir.
can you send your familiar in there to see if there's anything of note besides all the blood and gore.
Very good, sir. I'm going to link with my familiar and see through his eyes and fly to where the Star Cow told me to.
Okay. The bird flies into the center of the room.
Could you give the vision to the bird since I'm seeing it through him?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Sorry. I thought you were shutting the door, so I was in the process of drawing it again. Okay. Bird.
The bird. The bird is the word.
Perches on a bone.
Despite the token size, it's not that big. It's small.
What's the night vision range of the bird?
Yes.
120 feet. And movement is going to be 60 feet, but he's going to be stealthing.
How is the bird stealthing?
There's an owl. They fly quietly. You ever heard of owl fly? You don't.
Yeah, but it's also in plain sight of anything that would be in there. So.
Yeah, as in he's tried to fly quietly. That's all. That's what I'm rolling in.
Right. And I'm telling you that the stealth roll is not necessary here because there's not a way that it wouldn't be noticed.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying. So, the bird flies in the center of the room and lands amidst the gore.
No, he's gonna be flying around. He doesn't. No, he's not gonna land.
Okay.
He's just looking around. I'm literally just seeing through his eyes as it's flying around. So tell me what I see.
Yeah, it's a large chamber that is lined with like on the walls. You can see that there are various segments, plaques, about 2 feet wide and 2 feet tall, I guess, 2 feet long, on the wall itself that all have plaques on them. You can see that on the far side of the wall, some of those sections, they actually come out of the wall, like they're not just carved in there. They're like kind of like drawers, almost, and some of them have kind of broken and opened, and the gore is spilling out of those two on the far wall in the corner.
Uh, well, there seems to be something leaking from the wall, sir. That's causing this gory scene that you see before you.
Leaking.
More like
What?
pouring in, sir.
So the gore is pouring into the room.
Yes, sir. Can I,
Oh, can
it,
we get the owl out of there and close the door, please?
unfortunately, sir, there seems to be something on the walls. I can't quite make out, describe what they are, but it seems to be some sort of possibly a puzzle.
So no, that means we would have to go in there. You know what? There's a whole other hallway, right? There's a,
Hold on, hold on. As you're describing this, um, your your vision with the owl suddenly ends, uh, and you no longer feel its presence on this plane.
Oh dear.
Tavanta and Ash, you watch as a pair of shadowy arms come out of the ceiling, grab the owl by the neck, and poof it into dust before retreating
Ash,
back into the ceiling.
Ash, hey Ash, flip the switch. Ash, flip the switch.
I
Ash,
flipped the
flip
switch. I flipped the switch.
Okay. All right.
So I don't seem to be getting any reception from my familiar. I don't know what happened.
Your
Uh,
familiar was unalived from this
Obliterated.
gun.
It was obliterated.
There was something in there. There was something in there. It came
There
from
was
the
yeah.
ceiling. They
It.
came from the ceiling.
They are
I
literally in the walls.
So let's go this way. You know what? I vote this way. This way looks
Hold
fun.
on. Don't move yet. I got stuff for you.
Oh god!
That's what you get for poking around, motherfuckers. Tavanta, 19 to hit you. Ash, 21 to hit you.
You bitch.
That hits.
Okay. Tavanta, 9 points of necrotic damage.
Owie.
Ash, 6 points of necrotic damage.
Understood.
Tavanta, your strength is reduced by 3.
You.
Ash, your strength is reduced by 4.
Okay. Fuck.
Has
Oh.
a couple extra shadowy figures do appear, and one of them floats through the wall because it is an incorporeal undead. I need people to roll initiative now.
I need Jesus.
I
don't we all
clicked
at
the
this
wrong thing.
9 damage and my strength is reduced by 3? I have 7 strength now. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no!
That'd probably be a good thing to do.
We're so boned.
Oh wait, roll the wrong initiative. Shit. Okay. Oh wait.
I got a 10.
I got a 15.
Oh, we're so
Yep.
fucked
Fuck it.
up.
It's not working. Oh, but
You know what? I'm still happy we're fighting in the hallway and not in the blood room.
absolutely. There you go. What in the shit?
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Descending. Well, Ash gets to
You
go
know-
first.
Okay. I'm gonna activate my Crimson Right.
Okay. Take your damage.
Lightning damage. Can you tell me what that rolled? I can't see my rolls for some reason.
It's a 1.
Okay,
1 damage. Congratulations.
thank you. So I'm gonna roll 2 attacks against the bitch that hit me.
Cool. At some point in the future, there we go. Yeah, 22 hits for 11.
An extra d6 for 2 extra 2 lightning damage.
Right. Remind me, are your attacks magic yet?
No.
Okay. So, well, even then, everything. Okay, got it. Okay. So, with everything being as it is, it's 3 and. Oh no, sorry. It's 5 and then 1. So 6 points of damage total.
Understood.
And the 9 doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Cool. Conley is up next. She sees these shadowy figures appear from the ceiling and also from the room to your right, and she's like, fuck that guy. And she's going to cast Toll the Dead on the one that's damaged, so that's going to be a wisdom saving throw from it. Boopy. That's a fail. It takes 12 points of necrotic damage. So as the bell rings, you watch the one that you just slashed, like, grip its, like, hood, like, face under the hood of its, like, shadowy cloak, and then just, like, fade into nothingness, into the darkness, and it's dead.
Oil.
Just stay right there. Moyle's gonna go up next. He's gonna run up here and slash the thing a couple times for fun. Nice. Excellent. That's what I thought. We'll do 2 claw attacks. 21 and 13 both hit, so 9 points of slashing and the 1 poison, unless it's poison. Yeah, it's gonna be poison. So just the slashing. So yeah, with 18 points of slashing damage, the second one is down. It's gone. Strovan, you're up.
Lerp.
Yeah, you're there.
And I'm gonna move this, what, 15? No. That's 10 feet of movement. I am going to attack this guy.
Go for it. That's a nope.
Fuck.
Are your rolls fucked up?
No, it's just I am rolling crappy.
Rolled real bad. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this one at
Oh,
least
I'm
gets
not
to go.
done.
Oh well, okay. Go ahead.
I'm just moving back to my corridor. That's my turn.
Sounds good. All right. Well, he gets to go because he exists. So he's gonna reach out. He's gonna reach out again for Tavanta. Actually, no. Wait, will he?
Come on, fuck off.
Go for it. If he gets below a 10, I will attack Tavanta. If he doesn't, then I'm gonna move over and attack Strovan. Okay, he's gonna move over and attack Strovan. He's gonna through the wall, appear on the other side, and attempt to smack you.
I'm back. What did I miss? I was discussing stuff for college.
That's fine. We are fighting shadows. 19 for 9 on Strovan. You're almost dead, so don't worry about it. Moyle killed one, and Conley killed the other with help from Ash. Is a 19 hit Strovan?
Yeah, I'm gonna accept a hit.
Okay. 9 points of necrotic damage. And your strength is reduced by 4.
Did you roll 1d4?
Yeah, I did. I have IRL dice that I use for that kind of thing. Guidance. Excellent. And that's its turn. Can't do anything else. Chance, you're up.
All right. Firebolt.
Sick. That hits for 11 points of damage. Wait, no. Half of that. Sorry, excuse me. 5 points of damage.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm going to be picking up elemental adept next ABI.
You pump this fireball right into its chest, and it seems like it bounces off of it and it kind of like screeches a little bit at you, but it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you wanted it to. Tavanta, you're next to a ghost.
I'm next to a ghost. So this probably isn't gonna do much. But it's what we got, so it's what we're gonna do. Because anything else I do, all the other attack spells I have are at ranged. So I have to do the one that's a sucker save, so it's frostbite for 2d6. It's probably immune.
Is it
But
a
oh well.
con save?
It's con save.
You can make the con save. 13. That's a nope. It does take half damage though, so fucking
Hey.
2 points of frost damage. Sounds good. And
That's
has
better
disadvantage
than
on the
no
next weapon attack roll before next turn. Okay, cool. Anything else?
No, I will cry. Not to. Actually, no. Wait.
Okay.
Don't listen to me. I'm stupid. Bonus action, starry form, archer.
Okay. You can make your attack at
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll make attack at a disadvantage. Yeah. Disadvantage.
Yeah. 12 is what you needed. And since it is vulnerable to radiant damage, it actually kills it. So.
Oof.
I love how we made 3 different sound effects for the same thing dying.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, that's the end of that combat.
So what you missed?
Wait, why is
Chance
Boyle healed?
Conley gave him a high five a couple times.
There's a blood room. There's a blood room. On
There's
the
a
other
blood
side.
room.
Yeah. We found out where the other tenants were,
Yeah.
and there's blood oozing from the walls because it's a blood room.
So standard haunted house shit. Got it.
I've never been to a haunted house with a blood room, so I don't know if that's just a U location thing. But I'm in Texas too, so that kind of worries me. Either way, there's a lovely hallway down this way.
No other shit. Let's go.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, I got in your way.
Very good.
Okay.
Should we open this door?
So inside of this room, you can see that there's 4 pillars evenly spaced out, and there are 2 doors on the opposite side. In the corners to your left and right, you can see that there are a couple of burial urns that are dusty and covered in cobwebs that are up on pedestals there.
What are on the pedestals?
Burial urns. Dusty burial urns.
Did the burial urns say anything?
Yes, each one has a name.
Do we recognize any of them?
No, they only have one name on there. There was Max, and the other one was Buster.
Pets.
Oh, like the names outside.
Yeah, like the ones outside, but not the same names. 2 different names.
That's not like the pet name. The names of the pets.
Yeah.
What happened? It's not like a thing where it's like vampire rules. If you destroy the place where the dead body rests, it can't come back to it, right?
Roll an Arcana check. I don't know. See what Devonta knows
Big
about
one.
that. I was gonna say you don't have your chalice up right now. What the hell? Yeah, 22 Arcana.
One instead? Oh, no, mind you.
Possibly. It's some undead are tied to items. specific items that they possess after death. Other ones, that's just where the remains are, so they tend to frequent that place.
Do you think it's worth destroying these or just leave them be? I say to my fellow compatriots.
I
In
suppose
the hopes
Conley would say like, are you sure you want to like anger them more?
That's what I'm saying. Is it I don't know the protocol if it's this is where they're tied to, and if you destroy it, they go away, or if it just pisses them off.
Let's
That's
err
the
on the
thing.
side of caution and leave it be for now.
Yes.
I don't know a lot of things, but I do know that fucking with the undead is not a good thing.
Suppose you would know this. Do these doors in front and to the side of us have handles?
Yeah. So the two stone doors on the opposite side both have handles. There also, I forgot to mention, there's two other doors on each side of the chamber, on the left and the right. One of which is both of which are padlocked.
And the what's here in front of us?
Okay, so here and here are doors that lead somewhere. There and there are two more doors. These ones are padlocked.
Oh, I was inside of somebody. That was unpleasant.
What do you
I
guys
think
do?
this is like. So which pedestal had Buster on it?
Buster's the one on the right down here.
Far right.
Yeah.
Hey Ash, could you come over here and unlock this padlock, please? Ah!
Ah! Oh god!
Scooby-Doo in the game.
Did a little dance there.
Yes. Why is it doing this?
Because it's
Why
Aquarium.
is what do we want?
You put in what thing you want to do. It's for sleight of hand.
No,
so
just
it's dexterity. It's dexterity check with these tools.
Oh no! No! The fucking roll thing keeps on becoming its own thing.
What the fuck? Fucking Roomba is set to go off, and it's knocking on my door. It's annoying.
And now I can't check with it. There you go.
11. Yeah, you stick the lock picks in, and this lock is like it's not any more complicated than the other one, but you kind of make a misstep and sneeze, and then your pick like snaps off a little bit in the end inside the door.
Oh. Shit. Well, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see Buster.
You can fish it out if you want to. It's not like irreversibly unlockable now. You can still try to do it again.
Here, give me.
If you try it again, though, it's a
me-
higher DC.
Hold on. If you can give me that low pick, I have mending. Can I mend the lockpick back together?
Yeah.
If you fish it out, just
I can't.
Give that to me real quick.
I'm gonna attempt to fish it out, and yeah.
You do so, and you give it to Devonta.
Cast mending.
You're welcome
I
to try
think that
again at a
was-
higher DC if you want to do it again.
Can I cast guidance on him?
Yes. It's technically a skill check, so yes.
Add a D4, Bubba.
Understood. Nice, man. $25 with a D4, so a 29.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're like, oh, I was using the wrong pick. Hold on. I accidentally used a twig. What the fuck? And the door swings open. grab
Hey, Hunter.
Then did blood start pouring out?
beyond the door. You can see that there's a small hallway that curves to the left, and there's a staircase that leads upward. Or sorry, downward.
Shall we?
Downward.
Oh,
Apologies. My phone's been blowing up today.
Somebody's Mr. Popular.
I wish.
can I roll? No, nothing.
If I'd been smart, I could have probably gotten the number of that hot waitress from Red Lobster, but
Yeah, that's fine. So as you also go down this hallway, you can hear that there are scratching sounds coming from the chamber beyond. And as you creep around the corner, you can see this like gaunt, like mostly nude, decaying body scratching at the lid of a heavy wooden coffin. And
Tavanchi just tugs at Ash's like clothes and just like motions to go back before it notices us.
well, here's the thing: you're holding a torch. and
Oh
it's a
yeah,
dark
I am
room.
on.
So
Yeah.
unfortunately, as you come down the stairs and the light like enters the room, the ghoul turns around and looks at you with these like bloodshot red eyes, and charges you too. Someone needs you guys to roll initiative again.
Oh, and we're the only ones over here. That's fun.
Yeah.
We'll be fine, probably.
Sounds of combat ensue. Holy God, Jesus.
20. No, it didn't. I have a band.
Oh, fuck.
Why do I roll so well?
I take the 14.
Fuck me, dude.
Should I bother rolling?
Yeah, I mean it's a quiet tomb, so it makes sense that you'd at least hear what's going on.
Well,
Put that over there. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're gonna
Man,
get
that
to
ghoul.
chance of
That ghoul's got the jump, huh? 25 HP in a dream.
You know, I'm just gonna keep these initiative rolls, whatever they are, for the rest of the game, because I don't want to re-roll initiative every single fucking time.
You don't have to. I mean, that's fine if you don't.
No, we're gonna do
Fuck.
that.
Can I roll new every time, please?
No. No,
Got a 9, man.
that's fine. You're good. All right. So the first thing up is this thing, and it's gonna go ahead and move its movement. Boom, boom. 20 feet. It's gonna charge you and try to jump on your face.
Wow.
Let's see. It's gonna slash at you with its claws, I suppose. That's a 20 to hit
just hits.
for 7 slashing, and I need you to make me a con save, please.
Oh no, paralysis.
But aren't I an elf?
What?
I'm elf. Okay, man.
Elves,
Oh, I got it.
elves don't have paralysis resistance, my guy.
Never mind.
Yeah, you're fine. Just take your 7 damage, and that's his turn. Chance is up next, and he hears this, like, horrible, like, gurgling sound coming from down the hallway. And he's gonna...
And then Ash getting smacked.
45,
Wait, is that
50.
damage magical?
It's damage? No.
Oh, I take half because I'm in my shit form.
Yes, you do.
Oh, no.
Okay, he can see the thing from here. So, Chance is gonna run up there, and that's his turn. And Ash, you're up. You got an angry gas in your face.
I'm gonna go bonk this thing 3 times with claws.
1, 2, 3. Nice. Yeah, all those hit for sure. Okay. I don't think I have
Okay.
does it? Oh, actually,
And 3, 6.
I need you to make another con save, by the way.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. The con save advancement. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's actually a failure. So that's poignant because you're not poisoned. So you need to reroll all those at disadvantage.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Give me 1 minute.
Wait, what happened? Why is she poisoned?
The gas smells really bad. That's literally what it is. It has an ability called stench.
So, what happens?
All of them still hit, but it just takes less damage total.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so 7, 6, and 9 is
Plus-
15, and 7 is 22 plus another 15.
Yep.
Lightning damage, so it's 30. Is it more than 36? I'm assuming it's more than 36, right?
Thanks.
So this thing comes running at you with its claws out, rakes you across the chest, and you're like, oh no, this is my turn now. And you fucking rip it in half, and it's just dead in one go.
So, fucker. Oh, fuck.
Okay. That was a surprise.
Yes, it was.
What? Why was he trying to get into the coffin?
You want to find out?
I'm already there.
Okay. Coffin has a heavy wooden lid on it, so go ahead and make a strength check.
I mean, guidance.
Yeah, you're both weakened right
You
now.
want to
Good
give
fucking luck.
yourself...
Ash,
you go.
guidance. You got it. You got
I
it. I believe in you.
Whatever
got
you
you.
say. Is this... What would this be, DM? Strength check?
Strength.
It's just pure strength, my guy.
You're so
Okay.
strong. With,
That is it.
That's a saving
D4
throw.
advantage.
Oh, my bad. My thing's being fucky.
Just a check.
And
1. Excellent.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
5.
I have a -3 to strength. I don't think you understand how badly that thing fucked me over.
Yeah, you better
Is
hope you
no
don't run
one-
into any more shadows. You could fucking die outright.
My computer is being very weird right now. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, so we're not getting into this coffin.
Is Tavanta doing a check too, or no?
Hi, I have 7.
You could try, you know, it's just a dice roll.
Fuck it. I'll give myself guidance.
You were the one that went over there first, so I'm assuming you're gonna try. For the purposes of this, I would say that you guys are trying together, so you have 1 guidance between the two of you, and Ash used it, so.
Okay, that's cool. No, it's cool. It's really simple. You see, all you gotta do is
Zero was
Fucking
0.
Yes. This is exactly why I use shadows. It's the one time where their strength drains become poignant. Alright. Yeah, it's a real heavy coffin lid to you guys. You just cannot seem to lift it for the life of you.
can it's a wooden coffin, right?
Yeah.
Can we break it?
You could try. I don't know what you're gonna break it with.
I don't know,
My
man.
claws?
I mean, you want to scratch at the wooden coffin, be my guess.
Scratch it up, my guy.
I can switch out for bludgeoning damage.
Stupid. Oh my god, I hate these fucking shadows.
Oh,
Excellent.
what is
So much fun.
what is this? Is this just a wall?
It's a door. It's another door.
Fuck it, fuck it. Fuck it.
It's also padlocked.
Fuck it.
No, we're gone. Peace.
Oh,
Adios. Say la
oh
vie.
God! I went into the shadow.
Was not meant to be. Oh well.
I'm gonna fix that.
Indeed.
You shouldn't be able to do that.
If I guess if we go over here, it's gonna be the exact same fucking layout. So you know what? What's in these doors? These doors are just openable, right? I'm gonna go through one of these doors.
They don't have a handle on them.
God
Sir,
damn.
sir, are you alright? You seem looks a bit drained.
Okay, what have I missed?
You ran in just in time to see Ash rip a ghoul in half. And then there was a heavy wooden coffin that they failed to lift because they rolled a 1 and a 0.
You could have, Moyle could probably do it.
Yeah, but but he probably wouldn't. Do I have to? I could go do it, but do I have to do it?
Why are we trying to get in the coffin?
I don't know.
Because the ghoul was scratching at it. There's some inside.
Against my better judgment, Moyle, go open the coffin.
Very well.
Um,
Go ahead and roll a strength check for me, Master, and I will try to fix it.
Oi! Get away from the fourth wall, you fucker!
get away from the fourth wall.
Would athletics apply to this at all, or would it just be flat strength?
That's just flat strength. It's like lifting a coffin.
I need to watch this happen.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, no. Guys, it's just a coffin lid.
I'm gonna hurt you, VG.
Shit. No, look, so you
This
can
better
make,
not be a fucking chair situation.
you can make multiple attempts, but the DC gets higher every time you do it, and it's success. So you've each made
It's
one,
like-
and it's not a high DC, so it's still conceivable that you could open the coffin.
Chance is gonna help Moyle this time, so we're both doing it, so he has advantage on this.
Okay, go
How
for it.
about all of us? Just
Please,
like
for the love
4
of God,
people.
roll above a 12. Oh my God.
I'm gonna cry.
Nah, dude,
I'm gonna-
that coffin is sealed shut. Like that, no one's getting in that coffin.
If 7 people just stand around the coffin and try to open it, can we get it?
Excellent. Oh my God. This is everything.
Can
I
we
hoped
all
for.
just come over here and fuck with this coffin? Come on, everybody, pitch in. Everybody, come on, Ash,
Okay.
Moyle, let's get in here.
Holy shit.
Come on.
I'll
We
have
can do
Conley
it, I
do too,
believe
why
it.
not? Who cares? She might be
Fuck
stronger
it.
than some of you at this point.
Like,
Fucking
Chance has a
weird.
decent strength score, and so does Moyle. It's just the dice saying, no, this coffin's staying closed.
Alright, you know what? Look, there's fucking like 8 of you piled up on this thing, so it's gonna move. You're fine. You don't.
Oh God!
Maybe not. You know what? I want to see
Dice
how
says
this goes.
fuck you today.
I want to see
Alright,
how
I'm
this
gonna
goes.
I'm gonna have Moyle roll again with advantage, because I assume we're all pitching in.
That's fine. Conlia has 0 modifiers.
Oh, you are fucking kidding me!
Excellent. All right. Only one who hasn't rolled yet is Strollvan.
I mean, Chance hasn't rolled himself yet, actually.
Yeah, but you gave him advantage, so you don't count.
No.
If you wanted to roll by yourself, you should have thought of that.
Strovan, please, I beg of you.
Oh my God.
Please.
Strollvan
This
is the
is
only
so-
one who can save you, though. If Strollvan fails this check, the coffin is not opening.
You know I got my strength train, right?
Yeah, but it's still a
Okay.
chance. There's still a chance. Nope.
No.
All right. Yeah, the coffin is just not coming open at all.
Whatever
There's 0
clue or lore-
chance to opening
Whatever
it.
clue or lore was in here before, fuck it.
Even even with 8 of you, you are so weak that you cannot open a coffin lid to see what is
Can I
inside.
transform into something? Hold on.
You can.
I'm awake.
Do you have any wild
Please.
shapes left?
Don't. You only have one left.
Oh, fuck it. I'm gone. Bye.
Okay.
I'm done. No one talk about this ever to anyone ever.
Shit.
So the urns, right?
Yeah, there's urns.
Yeah. Can we lift the urn of Buster? And is there a button or something underneath it, for fuck's sake?
The urn doesn't move from its
The
pedestal.
urn. Can it turn? Can the urn turn?
Yeah, So which one are you doing? The left one or the right one?
Buster.
Which was the right one. Okay, so you're down
Yes.
here. Sounds good. So as you turn the right one, the right door opens.
Cool.
There
Is
you
there a
go.
coffin in there? Because if so, we're fucked.
No, there does appear to be a chamber beyond, though. So you step out onto a small. You can see outside in the next room. There's a small balcony, and on top of a large pedestal in this room, which is very big, by the way, you can see that there is a pale, ghostly robed figure. Who is got his hands raised above his head and his head tilted back toward the ceiling, and there are several of those undead creatures that are surrounding him and watching him, and you can hear now, like you couldn't hear through the stone door before, but you can hear now that there is like this like soft whispering noise that is coming from nowhere and everywhere at once. As the door slides open.
Cool.
And and then he.
So can I just walk out and like, because there's no not this. Does this look like the paint? Does this spirit look like the painting of the dude who we're trying to find? Like of.
Well, here's this. So his back was turned to you, and he and when the door opens and that noise is heard echoing throughout the chamber, you see his head turn around 180 degrees, and it does look like Jericho from the paintings. Just more, you can see like the bones beneath his face. You can see the eye patch is still there, and he's wearing like this robe that covers him.
Cool. Can I cast Guiding Bolt because I'm frustrated?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna roll initiative here, so. Or actually, we have initiative already. I'm gonna roll initiative for them.
Let's roll initiative. No. Let's roll initiative.
No. We're gonna roll. I'm gonna roll initiative for them because that's how this rolls.
Please, I have a
Come on, guys.
That's fine. He didn't get a good one. He has a worse
It's
one.
okay.
Wait, so do we reroll or no?
No,
We're gonna use the
re-rolling.
As long as he's not a coffin, we should be fine.
As long as he's not a coffin.
Yeah.
Oh my
Coffin,
God.
our worst enemy.
Coffin.
Let me switch to battle music.
You were brought down by a coffin.
I know.
I hate life.
Oh my god. Okay.
That
Alright, so
was
some
so
of these schools are gonna go first. What is their number? 30. Cool. 25, 30. 30. He's gonna get there, and then he can end his turn. And Chance is up next. I don't know where Chance is. Chance is still in the coffin room, so you probably should move him over here.
Chance, come play with the big kids. Come on.
He's gonna be next to Will. Okay. I'm assuming Hunter is gone. So.
I hear nothing from his end.
15. He should be able to see the ghoul now. Yes, he does. Let's see what he's got. He's probably firebolting it. Yeah.
I don't have my story form anymore, do I? Because it's been more than a minute, huh?
Yeah, it's certainly been more than a minute for sure.
Lovely.
What the fuck? There we go. Jesus. Okay. Cool. So 8 points of fire damage to that guy. And that's Chance's turn. Ash, you're up.
Ash, I think there's people who need fucking up.
You're right. You see this fucker? You're not.
See this? You see this little shit right here? You see this little motherfucker?
Yeah.
He dead. What you don't know is that he dead.
He dang gone.
Am I still poisoned or?
No, the poison fades after a round.
Okay.
Is that guy stanky too?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3.
Uh,
22, 19, and 15 to hit.
the second one kills. And rips him in half, so he's gone.
Mm-hmm. And then, not being, I have not been raised as a fool, so I move back.
Okay.
Right there.
Strovan, you're up. You see Chance throw fireball into the room, and then Ash run in wolf form, and then run back into your room with blood covering your face, like even more. You see Murder Blender on the other side.
If I don't end my turn, I can still occupy the same square as the ally, correct?
Yeah, you just can't stop in an ally space. You have to continue moving
Ah,
through.
fuck. Why the hell you guys have to stand in the doorway?
The doorway's open in front of you. You can get in there.
Yeah, it's just that then I won't be able to get out.
I'm gonna go
No,
in there
maybe.
and take point. So if you want to go in there and join me, that'd be great.
I can see. Give me a minute.
Fuck it. Might as well go also. Blade Song activate. Increasing my speed to 40. Then Blade Song is bonus action. And then Mirror Image.
That's a good spell.
Cool. I dig it. Put a little shield around you. Okay. Sounds good.
Go fuck him up, Skippy.
Yeah, no, I could come in here. That's about it. That's my turn.
Sick.
Like I
Connor's
said,
up next.
don't stand in the fucking doorway, man.
How conservative are we being, guys?
I'm about to go full ham.
Press the wrong button, sorry.
Okay.
I'm about to go all in on the group. So
30. The fuck's the range of this thing? Doesn't show it.
Yeah!
15 feet. Okay.
spit it to guns.
Cool.
Oh, that's a lovely aura.
Beautiful.
All right, so in a 15-foot radius around Kamia, out pops these, like, you can watch as spiritual little, there's like little imps, like I don't know how to describe them, but like feral imps, begin to like float around with like little pitchforks, and then like threaten the area around.
That's not weird at all.
That is fucking terrifying.
I think
back.
that's all she can do. You're in combat.
Neat.
You found the big bad guy.
Cool.
Your turn already happened. You fireballed the ghoul that ran up, and you're in the back, kind of. Savanta, your turn's up.
Fire bolt or fireball?
Bolt. You don't have a fireball, I don't think.
Yeah.
But somebody else does have
Okay.
Firebolt.
So bonus action star form archer. We're gonna do guiding bolt first at.
You have to do. Well, if you activate your starry form first, you have to do the bolt first. So do that first.
I will do the bolt first because I don't think.
Yeah, could have been poignant.
Yeah.
On which thing?
On one of the ghouls, right side closest to me.
Okay. Yeah, the 13 definitely hits for 11 points of damage.
It's also radiant damage, so I don't know if that deals double.
Doesn't matter for ghouls.
Okay. And then guiding bolt on big blue asshole.
Sick.
First level. 20 for 15.
Yeah, 20 hits for sure. So the extra 15 damage there. Double check resistances and things.
Please say he's vulnerable. Please say he's vulnerable.
15 points of damage.
Damn it.
As you essentially like wash this radiant energy over him, he shields his eyes for a moment. And then he looks at you and says, "The intruders have arrived.
Could you just shut the fuck up and fight? Seriously, why do you have to
Kill
talk?
them." And the ghouls begin to encroach on your territory here. So, first ghoul up is this one on the left. He's going to roll 5, 10, 15, 20. At this point, I believe Kamia's spell goes off. So, call forth spirits to protect you. First time on a turn, it must make a wisdom saving throw. So, let's make a wisdom save. It's definitely good at those. Yeah, not a chance. Cool. It takes 38 radiant damage. Actually, it takes necrotic damage. And on a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage. So, it's also its speed.
How many did-
I'm sorry. I don't know how far was that? That moved.
Wait, is
22?
Conley a evil?
Evil?
You don't know.
The fuck?
Don't worry about it.
I know, but I can't say nothing.
Actually,
Why did you say-
necrotic. I need to roll necrotic damage here. Which means I need to go to Kamia's sheet and actually roll the spell.
I mean, I can roll it.
He's evil.
There we go. 12 points of necrotic damage, which I believe it's resistant to, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, I am mistaken. So it's just 12 points of necrotic damage. And then it has to stop there because its movement is halved. It can't move anymore. Second ghoul is up in the corner. It's going to start running. 40, 50, 55, 60. Let's do it up there. And also
Same
have to
prod.
make a save. 4, it's definitely a failure. And then let's begin. Spirit Guardians. No, I roll. I'm playing Conley, goddammit. 9 points of necrotic damage.
Alright, I'll just close our sheet then.
Yes, please close your sheet. Okay, so that's both of those. Moyle's up next. What I don't know if you, I think you weren't here for this Chance, but the urns in the corner of the room, if you turn them, open the other doors. So that door in front of you, in front of Moyle, is currently closed. So the only one that's open is the one where everyone's bunched up and pigeonholed.
Where's the Zern?
That's in the corner.
5 foot step. You use the interact object action to turn the thing.
Sounds good. This door opens.
And Boyle has another, so that's 25.
25
Feet.
more feet.
There we go.
Okay. Now it is Big Baddy's
Oh,
turn.
he will, because it might matter, he'll use a bonus action to say the command word for,
For the auto
Nice.
star. Okay. For the flail. For the flail. Alrighty. Well, there's a lot of people bunched up in that doorway there.
Yeah.
He does have to get closer for this, though. What's his speed? 30? So if he moves 30 feet this way... And what is 30 feet? Right on Strollvan? Excellent. That's what I like to see.
Why?
I mean, I guess he doesn't really care about friendly fire.
Party what? Party what?
Party what? Let's go.
Well, here's the thing: is I don't think he would target Strollvan at this point. Because he sees
I
what
have-
the aura is fucking with his pool, so he's gonna target Conley instead, actually.
He doesn't want to target Savanta, who deliberately went after him.
No.
You're
I mean,
right
he
next
has
to
an.
me.
I mean, if
the
he has an
cleric is
ego,
a
he
bigger
might be like,
Yeah, but the cleric is a bigger threat to him, so he's gonna go for that. Constitution saving throw for Conlia. That's an 18. She succeeds. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, his thing is 14, so he's fine. Half as much damage on a success. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. So it's this. And actually, that's the one roll. Should be 5th level.
Oh no!
Oh
There we
no! Oh no!
20.
22. No, 20. Yeah, 22. 22 points of necrotic damage. And she needs to make another con save. to keep her
can I
spell
say she uses her inspiration for that? Because keeping a spirit guard, that was probably a big.
Yeah, if she still has it, then I can certainly add it to the roll. She has normal roll. She's fine, so she doesn't need to use the inspiration.
Okay.
This
Oh yeah, I
perfectly
thought
fine.
the inspiration had to be used before the roll.
Actually, that's a good point. Is I don't know actually if it's. I don't know actually if it'll work. I think the DC is actually 22 for this.
No, she already's taking half damage because of she passed the save.
I know, but she took 22 damage. So
Yeah,
10
well,
or half the
well,
damage
that's
you
half of
take,
that.
whichever number is higher. So half the damage she takes is 11. So that's fine. Okay, so she's fine. She doesn't need to use an inspiration.
What?
Okay, cool. Can he do anything else? I think that's his turn. Yes. Yeah, that's his turn. Okay, cool. Final ghoul is going to start running. 25,
That
30,
means you're taking the dash action.
35. Yeah, it has to. And now it's Chance's turn.
All right. How dinged is this thing?
About half.
Uh-huh. Alakablam.
Is this the top of the round? It is the top of the round. Okay. After your turn.
I'll look up.
Yeah, that'll take care of the rest of that. Oof.
And Chance gets his aura.
Put it on yourself.
I am doing so. I'm
Are you
just
gonna
giving
move it
you
up?
proper notification.
I don't know.
Yes, I was giving you proper notification because GM should know
Of course, of course.
things.
To be fair, if I see a red circle pop up, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. You're hiding behind a wall.
Hey, most spellcasters need line of sight to blast things, so
I'm
having
just asking,
cover
I'm
is
asking,
smart.
Just asking, because I know the walls hitboxes are kind of weird. So
You say as Savanta is standing out front.
yeah. Okay, cool. So that's your turn, right?
I'm not a
Yep.
conventional spellcaster.
I forgot to do this earlier, but
I'm just saying most casters need line of sight in order to blast, and I don't want to be in line of sight of the big guy.
at the start of the round, actually after your turn, the door to your left, Chance, slides open.
Oh, we
Bangs
probably
open.
should the ghoul, huh?
Fuck.
This is why you explore things. Do 20, 25.
I was
30,
afraid there was going to be a
something like that.
coffin we could open.
These guys are. I'm calling it held actions. I'm going to roll initiative for them in a second. We'll see where they fall. Some of them might not get to act right now.
Some of them? How many do you know?
Oh no.
This one can take the move action to there.
Oh, Chance is fucked.
I'm on my way.
30 goes
Yeah,
there.
Go help a brother
30
out.
goes there.
If only I had a third level spell, it's like they're perfectly in a line for lightning bolt. I'm upset. I am angry.
Okay.
Nothing we
That's how
could have
stairwells
done.
work.
There's nothing we could have done.
Okay, so now I gotta roll initiative for these guys because they might not get to act very soon, so you might have a chance to deal with them before they do anything.
I can just see the line for the initiative growing longer and longer.
Yeah, the scroll bar is getting a little short there.
Oh.
Oh my
no.
god.
So those
Oh,
two can't act
no.
yet because it's Chance's turn. Ash, you're up next.
Seeing, oh no.
Hey, bud, you might want to go over there, just, take care of that.
Yeah, hold
He
on.
can take opportunity attack if he wants to.
Before you do,
Okay.
it's gonna slap the shit out of you real quick.
Understood.
No, it's not. Go ahead and make your move.
Understood.
That's how those work.
I'm gonna attack this guy until he dies.
Sure.
Fuck him up, Kenneth.
I want you to do it. I want you to.
Why is it fucking being weird?
That'll do it.
I can't see what I rolled, so I'm just gonna roll
That's-
this one.
that's a
Well, it's
natural
20. So,
Okay.
give it a second. So that's 14 and 11. Yeah, that kills after 2.
Got it.
1, 2 kills.
I have one more.
Then
Goes
move
over
up.
here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Give me 1 minute. I need to redo it because it's being fucky.
Left or right?
I'll do right.
What's your favorite flavor of Twix? Left or
Right.
right?
Right.
That's a miss.
Understood. And that will end my turn.
Sick. Some of these other guys need to do it. So now that they've done that, he's going to move in a circle around to there. And he's going to go ahead and take a smack at you with his claws. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 points of slashing.
But luckily-
Constitution save throw, please.
Resistant to non-magical slashing.
Yeah.
And con save.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me a moment.
Constitution save throw.
I am fucking blind.
You're fine.
Okay.
Strovan, you're up next.
I'm gonna try to poke the one next to me.
Sick.
You should. Okay.
I mean, let's face it, it's not like I'm actually gonna hit.
Oh no!
You've had a
Knowing
hard
my
time
track
hitting
record,
12s.
come on.
9. Okay, you're fine.
You got it, bro.
13.
Yes.
That actually kills it, so you're good. Poof.
See, you just gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah.
I do believe in myself, sir. However, number is probability is against me, sir. Statistically speaking, of course.
The strands of fate. Alright.
Can Conley fix her ouches?
You don't know.
And my turn, dear.
Okay. Conlia's turn is up next. Question is, does she want to? Is the question. Does she go ahead? She can technically heal things. But it's not that bad yet. So
See, it's that yet thing that scares me, VG. When you say words like that, it really scares me.
I think we set up. I think we do set up. So we're gonna do spiritual weapon. Grab a sword real quick.
Sword PNG loading.
Yeah, sword.png.
It has
so
advantage.
Swipe.
It has advantage.
At level 2. Jesus, okay. 11 points of force damage.
Ooh.
Lovely, 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 lovely.
And then for her action, she can toll the dead. I'm gonna that right now. And she's gonna do it on the ghoul, because fuck that ghoul. Actually, the ghoul's probably dead anyway, so she's gonna do it on the guy. actually good. Okay. It's gonna make a wisdom saving throw.
Are you, can we not see his? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, that'll.
I'll do it.
Alrighty. Well, he doesn't take that damage. Unfortunately.
That
That would have been big.
Sure be a shame if he did, huh?
Yeah. Alright, Tamonte, you're up.
Well, second verse, same as the first. Except this time we do it in the correct order. Maybe. Mayhaps.
May possible.
If I could. Nope, not that spell. Not that spell. Not that spell either. Please hope. Fucking. What is it? Okay. We'll do this eventually, guys. Second level guiding bolt.
Miss.
Fuck me. Of course, when I put it to higher level, it does that. That would make sense. That's my luck.
Yeah. Still got your bonus action.
Yep.
That'll do it. 12
That
more points.
that hits it.
12 more points of damage. Cool.
And so all the ghouls are fucking around on that side.
Pretty much.
No, I'm gonna stay near Korea to heal just in case.
Alrighty.
Also,
Ghouls.
did that take Spirit Guardian damage?
Which one?
The one that's in between Chauvin and.
I don't know what.
Is
Yeah,
it-
it entered the AoE. He didn't take it.
It would have. So that's a good call that he redo that real quick. Oops.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's how the game works. It's a fail. Grab the Spirit Guardians again. 15 points of attack.
We're just in a bit of a pickle, and I just wanted to make sure we have all the shit right.
That's how the spell works, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh.
You want to be a star, don't you?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that uncomfortable.
Good. Okay, claws on fucking chance. 19 to hit.
Shield is a nice spell.
Indeed.
Up to you. It's only 6 points.
Hey, Hunter,
Yeah.
you hear that?
Yeah. She's at 6 points.
6 points of slashing, and I need a con save.
I really don't. I don't want to take that. Get poisoned or paralyzed here. So, yep. Fuck it. Shield.
Never mind. This one's probably dead. Oh, okay. It takes half damage from this. There we go.
So until it circles back around to my turn, that's
Nice.
it. I have 20 effective AC of 20.
10, 15. You can only get up to Moyle, so it's gonna do something. The school actually got to act, so here we go.
Is Mole's AC really this low? That doesn't look right.
No, that's right. 14.
Yeah, that hits.
4 points.
That's
Con save,
right.
please.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that's right because I think this one scale mail gave more than that.
Oh my god. Hey, he's paralyzed.
So
Alright.
that's Moyle?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fun. That's a fun thing that
So
happened.
he's paralyzed for 1
Indeed.
minute. He can make the saving throw at the end of his next turn, which is now.
Yeah.
Also, give him his 4 damage.
I mean, it's better him than us. I hate to see it,
It's
but
true. He's meant to
Yeah,
be
I mean-
instant.
I still think that AC that should not be 13. It should be more than that.
No, it's not. He's designed to have lower AC for a reason.
No, he has armor.
Well, what's his armor? Well, no, he doesn't get the benefits of natural armor. That's why it's still low.
Yeah, but like he should be at 14. Should be at AC 15 actually, because don't you still get Dex bonus for medium armor?
You get up to +2. You don't get.
Yeah, so he has a 15 AC. The fuck?
Oh, why does it say he has 13?
I don't know. It was at 15 last session. I don't know what changed it.
I don't know. That's weird. All right, never mind then. None of that happened. Just go back in time. Okay, Moyle gets his turn. Go ahead.
All right. Well, originally I was gonna have Mole spend his action to give chance to claws, but
You should probably take care of that.
oh wait,
There's a
no,
lot of-
no, no, that's also wrong. He has a fucking shield on. Fuck you. No, he has 17 AC.
What?
Moyle
Damn.
has a shield and armor.
What?
Does he have proficiency with a shield?
Yes, I gave him the evolution for it. He has fucking armor training, medium armor and shield proficiency.
Cool.
So yeah, he has actually. So with Dex bonus, shield and armor, he has 18 AC at the end of the day.
I
Time to
didn't-
murder.
I didn't know that he had this. I never.
What is the armor he's wearing? Is it scale or what?
Yeah, it's scale 14, then +1 from Dex, and then +2 from shield. So, oh no, that's still 17.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Fair enough.
I never remembered Moyle ever having armor and a shield.
Yeah, you know, they gave it to him like 3 sessions ago.
All
I had
right,
it custom built
Autumn Star, swing
for him. That hits. Kills.
Yeah.
for 13 damage.
Yeah, he died. He dead. He burned away. He dead. He gone. Well, actually, as he swings the flail, the pumpkin head opens up and eats the head of the ghoul, and then burns the stump.
Oh, that's amazing.
No.
Step,
No.
swing.
Sick. Wow.
For
that's a
18
lot.
points of damage.
Yeah, this one's dead too. Just devouring ghouls. Alrighty. Well, that was very effective.
And now it's the blue guy's turn, huh?
Tis blue guy's turn now.
It's Blue Man Group, except you got high on shit, got kicked out of the band.
That was excellent commentary, Hunter. Thank
Only
you.
what he thinks it is.
So there's only 2 people in the room.
Yeah. He's going to.
Cool.
Let's see, how far is this thing? Okay, this is fine. He's gonna float backward toward the pedestal
Yeah.
and expand his hands out, and the light around him is extinguished as a orb of darkness appears in his space. Everything from here on out, which means that this and this are gone.
Well, that majorly sucks.
Now he is no longer visible there. Can I move this to the map? That doesn't work that way. Let's do that too. There we go. Okay, so that's that, and sounds good. Okay, cool. So he's, as far as you know, he is inside of a sphere of darkness. And then the last ghoul that didn't get to go from that one group gets to run up here and try and smack Ash, I suppose. You're the closest target.
Also,
Sound
the
like you
aura,
said, go to
aura
Black
only
Ass.
is if they hit me right now. If they hit
Only if they
miss
hit
and
you.
melee.
14 attack on Ash, I'm assuming misses.
Yep.
Next one up. Let's go for chance. Close. Natural 20. Okay. So, how much did your fire damage do?
D4, but I'm also gonna be popping a fucking Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Okay. So, 2d10 plus 1d4.
I do get Hellish Rebuke off of the thing. It's not a racial feature. Correct me. I'm double checking. Make sure I have this right. Yeah. First level Hellish Rebuke.
Let's make it X.
And the Flames of Slegathos, that is
5 points of
is
fire.
D4.
Okay. It's 2 more points. Cool. And then you take 11 points, and I need you to make a con save, please.
$19.
Sick. You are not paralyzed. And now it's your turn.
It's time for burn the bitch warehouses.
Unfortunately, I'd have disadvantage of that, so I can't pop that.
Burn the
Well, then
bitch.
poke it.
It's like building
What?
awful.
And though something I can do because it's a racial thing, not a spell slot. I'm gonna Searing Smite my quarterstaff.
Okay, poke it?
No, I'm gonna Searing Smite dagger actually, because I actually have a better chance to hit this fucker.
Sure.
You're gonna poke it?
You didn't use that already, right? Because there was one smite that you used on Moyle last time.
That was a branding smite.
Okay, that's what I was checking. Go for it.
First I will roll to hit with the dagger.
Left or right?
The one that hit me.
Okay. Sounds good. Nice. That definitely hits. Oh, okay. D6, cool. So, total of 6 points of damage. Sounds good.
And it is on fire.
It is on fire. Okay, so cool. So at the start of its next turn, make a con save. Alright, Ash.
I want to bonk this man.
Gotta kill them all.
Dun, dun, dun.
Pokemon.
Nice.
Does 12 hit?
Yes, it does. That's just enough to kill it.
Okay.
Was that the one that was on fire, or was it the other one?
It was the one that was on fire.
Damn it.
I'm gonna go up to the other one that's next to Chance.
Hunter's like, you stole my kill.
And
Nah, man, I wanted to get burned to death.
and that's extra 2d6 lightning damage. So 4.
Nice. Total 12. 12 points of damage there. Sounds good.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, you did
End turn.
2. Sorry. Oh, the second one's also another 8, so there's another 8 there.
Yeah.
No, let's see that. Okay, cool. Still up. Strollman.
Hey, Strovan.
Sure, man.
Hey, buddy.
I'm gonna try to hit this one, the small one.
Good luck.
Unless you guys want me to try to do something else.
Nope. Removal of the ghouls is better for us.
I mean, unless you can dispel magical darkness.
I
From over 100.
I mean, I can give magical darkness for us.
Fuck yeah. Yes, 8 points of damage.
Damash. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't have bonus action. I don't have anything fancy. Sorry, guys.
Kanya has things, possibly. Maybe.
Dispel magic?
Nope, can't do that.
Fuck.
She used her last third level casting the aura.
Very helpful. That's good.
I don't know. It's a good question. What could we possibly do here? She could go around and give some high fives. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Five them.
High five it.
So
Give everyone high fives,
5,
man.
15, 25, 30. So I think she can hit everyone who's damaged. I'm pretty sure. You did this does again. Move up to your speed without preventing the attacks. Moving 5 feet away, which does actually restore a number of hit points to the creature to 26. Okay, cool. So, Tavanta, you heal 12.
Hey, that's good.
Strovan, you heal 17. Ash heals 8. And Chance heals 10.
Neat. So put me nearly back up to full.
Yeah. It's a crazy move. I love that move. I don't know why he didn't use it before. It's an insane.
Can the sword?
An insane channel
Sure.
divinity. It's the one.
Can the sword go into the darkness and start poking things?
Sure. I mean, it's gonna just float somewhere in there and take a slap.
Won't the guys need to make one say that this when they entered it? The Spare Guardians?
No, when they start their turn there or enter it for the first time, but they have to
Okay.
enter it. So if they start their turn there, then they start taking damage, which they will.
Okay.
Sword does not hit anything. Tavanta, you're up.
Okay. So, strike blind. Got it. Guiding bolt.
Miss.
Huh?
Miss.
Is automatic miss?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's. No, I mean that's where his token is on the field, but that, there's no point in rolling. I'll just say it that way.
Oh,
Anything else?
fuck. Well, that means Starbolt would also, if I just took a random shot, it wouldn't do anything either.
You don't know that though.
That's what I would do. I would try to take shots into the darkness.
Ooh, miss. You don't hear any reaction though, I will say, from anything. Ghoul, next to Chance, is dead, so we don't need to worry about that. Moyle's up next.
Swing, swing.
Miss.
Swing, swing.
Miss. This one ghoul is more crafty than you thought it was.
I swear next level up I am going to give him weapon proficiency.
Okay. So Tavanta, you moved. You fired into the darkness. And then you watch as he actually floats out from around this corner.
Bitch ass.
Yep. And I need you to make me a con save, please.
Oh, I'm great at those, you know?
You are.
Beautiful.
I'm amazing at con saves.
Okay, technically are. Cool. So, fucking 36 divided by 2. Or, sorry, 26 divided by 2 is 13.
13.
13 points of necrotic damage.
Hey man, fake it till you make it. That's what I say. Thanks for the heals.
And then he is gonna float back. Yeah,
You bitch.
He's playing peekaboo. This
So he's in a wall right now.
he's somewhere, you don't know.
If we can get a concentrated effort over here, I'd appreciate it.
It's a fail.
I know all y'all like smacking ghouls over there, but if I could get some assistance, I'd really appreciate it.
To kill. But that ghoul gets eaten alive by imps. Swarm his ass and kill him. He's dead. Chance, you're up.
All right.
Can I point out to Chance where the dude bro was?
Yes.
Okay. Chance, it was, I can't ping at all, but it was here. I got you.
I don't have line of sound like I do.
No, actually. I left him there just in case, just like as a marker for where he was, but you don't actually see him.
Is he not there?
No, I forgot to put him on the GM layer. There he goes. No, you don't see him in this room.
All right. I will hold my action to firebolt him if I see him.
Cool. Ash.
Pop. Where do you go?
Doing floating stupid shit. I don't know where he is.
Understood. I'm gonna dash over here.
Okay.
End turn.
Stroll in.
I have no response.
Where is the person we're trying to subdue, sir?
We don't know where he is. He's floating about the room through the walls and everything.
Ah, that is very troubling.
They're in the walls again.
Again.
Very troubling indeed.
And I don't have my 8 wolves.
I'm gonna take a dodge action and wait at my turn.
Cool. Kanya is going to 10, 15, hop down 20, 25, 30. Get an area of coverage.
That's good. That's good.
Hold her action to Toll the Dead. If he appears, it's about to go.
Cool. I only have 1 spell slot. I mean, technically, I only have 1 guiding bolt left. How far past Ash can I get? Wait, no, I can do this. I get about there. Okay.
You can go one more square if you want to.
Hiya. One more square, you said. Hiya. Gonna hold my action. I can't hold an action and bonus action, can I?
No.
Fuck, that's a waste. I'm gonna hold my action to guiding bolt.
Okay.
If I see the fucker.
Boyle, you're up. Look, I said you're up as if I'm not talking to myself.
So I love how don't have line of sight from Moyle's token. Moyle is just standing in a black void.
I mean, 10 feet gets in there.
Wait a minute, couldn't Moyle see through that thing?
No.
Huh.
How far is the drop from here to there?
Like 5 feet. It's like nothing. It's not a very high drop. Make it loop off easily.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, or that'd be 25. Where you get, does the fall kind of gets the movement?
I mean, you could just go like here, and there.
Yep, fair. Does that? That's third. That'd be 30, right?
That'd be a total of 30.
Moyle's gonna hold his action to hit a thing if it gets within range.
Speaking of the thing, let's see. We're gonna do this
I swear, if we have to open that coffin to do something, and we can't open the fucking coffin, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, that was where his phylactery was.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
scream my ass.
Okay.
Relax, we have bludgeoning damage.
Both of those. Now he's up to great.
Just beat up the coffin until it breaks.
So
Yeah.
hey,
Be like
uh,
that scene in Jaguars.
So from somewhere in the darkness, you hear like this cackling noise, and then a laughing, illuminated skull that burns with like a black fire flies out and attempts to hit. We'll say Chance.
About Savanta, you're already gonna go after. Come on, fuck me up.
No, 13 misses. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Damn.
AC 15.
Okay, and then the second one is gonna go for Devonta.
That's right, bitch. Hurt me.
For
Good.
29.
You wanted this.
Good. Bitch.
You wanted this.
You called him out, and he doesn't like you two in particular.
Wait, what's wrong with Chance? What did Chance do to him?
Chance is fronting
Oh,
that he's a
wait.
fairweather.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean, as far as legally concerned, he is at this point.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything to the undead. Okay, so go ahead and I mean, you can't. You're unconscious, so you're gonna be restrained as well. On top of that, so
Fucking
basically,
bitch.
like a bolt, like the skull, like it grows in size and chomps down on you, knocking you out. But then when the skull disappears and the black fire is done enveloping you, you're wrapped in this like black cocoon on the ground.
And you know what the best part about it is? This is about as much use as I am because I was out of everything.
So you are unconscious. Chance.
Hey, Chance the Rapper,
I'm thinking. Fuck off.
we have a bit of a situation here.
I'm thinking. Fuck off.
I did. I fucked off and I'm dying. That's why I'm asking for help. Focus on killing the focus on healing me.
What does Magnify Gravity do again?
Is it what level is it?
I don't know. It's a spell scroll.
Oh, I thought you had it on the sheet for some reason. Let me find it real quick. We want wizard spells. I'm assuming. I think it's a first level spell.
It's first level.
Magnify gravity. Transmutation. 60 feet, one action. Gravity in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point you can see within range increases for a moment. Each creature in the sphere on the turn when you cast a spell must make a con save. On a failure, it takes 2d8 force damage. The speed is halved until its next turn. On success, it takes half damage and no reduction to speed. Until the start of your next turn, any object that is not being worn carried in the sphere requires a successful strength check against your spell save DC to pick up or move. Okay, so being that as it is, you could plop a magnify gravity sphere somewhere on the edge of the darkness because you can't see into the darkness.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So it's centered on a point you can see. So if you do snap to corner on the measuring tool, it'll point to corners on the map, and you just tell me which corner you want to put it on.
Yeah. Okay. Where did the blast the skull come out from?
Somewhere in the darkness.
Where did the skull exit from, VG? I can see where it exited from.
It exited from somewhere in the darkness. It's a sphere. It came from somewhere in there. It could have come from any one of those spaces.
Okay, let me say it again, slowly. Exit point of skull.
Oh, the exit.
Where?
Yeah, the right. The right hand side.
Thank you.
So it didn't like.
Technically, it
I mean,
came from
it's a
2
bolt,
different
so-
directions.
It's a bolt, so it's like it went like through this way somehow. You know.
But
could,
what
like,
also
further-
shot me?
It wouldn't have, there's a cone of where it could have come out from, and it's like from here to here. Like if you think about it.
I'm going to. What's this? What's the radius of it? 10 feet, you said?
10-foot radius. So if you do like a point there, it's 5'10". It's like that.
Where could I put it to get as much of the sphere in as I could?
Like right on the edge. So if you did it on the edge, it'd be like 5'10", 5'10", 5'10".
All right, I'm gonna pop it there.
Okay.
So Chance reaches in his pocket, yanks out a spell scroll, and reads it to do the thing.
Okay.
I believe I need to make a.
You need to make an intelligence check, I believe.
I believe so.
It's a general intelligence check. DC of 11. Yeah, fine. So, so you watch as Chance rips the spell scroll open and casts his hand out, and in a certain space on the edge of the darkness, you can actually see the darkness like warp a little bit visually because of the heavier gravity now in that area.
He wasn't there. Okay.
Yeah. You didn't roll damage either, so.
Well, I don't have the spell on my sheet.
I told you it was 2d8.
Oh.
I
He
read the
did
thing.
say that with words and in English.
Yeah.
There. All
Cool.
damage.
Alrighty, cool.
I was mostly trying to yank him out of the darkness if that was a thing. I was trying to be smart. Damn it.
I know. Okay. Cool.
Jokes on you.
So that may or may not have done something. Ash.
I don't think I can really do anything right now. I'm gonna go to the mess and check on Tabanta.
He's unconscious and surrounded by shadowy tentacles.
I'm gonna hold my action until the guy comes in.
Okay. Strovan.
Not sure what I can do here. Wait a minute. Huh. This might be a stupid idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Can I just jump off this ledge here? Or how far is this?
It's not very
5
far.
feet.
You can just jump down.
I'm gonna hold my position right there. Movement, action. I'm gonna dodge once more.
Okay.
Then in my turn.
Conley's turns up. We're gonna get Devonta up real quick. She gets to- get a healing word you. Do I have healing word prepared? She doesn't have healing word prepared. Excellent.
I got a question, VG.
I have an answer.
So technically, it's not a spell slot that I had held. It was an ability due to starry form. Does that mean that use of guiding bolt's gone? Since I
What
held
is the
it,
ability to do?
I will ping it in chat.
You're heal 11, by the way.
Thank you. Did that work? Do you?
Not yet. There it goes. Okay. You know the guidance. You have the guiding bolt spell prepared. Counts as a druid spell. Does not count against the number of spells you can have prepared. Cast guiding bolt without expending a spell slot. Yeah. So since the ability is casting a spell, follows the same rules. So.
So I lost that spell.
Yeah. The spell is wasted.
I have nothing.
I'd argue the spell wasn't wasted because he was knocked out before he could actually cast it. But
I was holding it as an action.
You have to cast it in order to hold it. So.
You're right.
It is wasted, but you are up at the very least. She went 15, so she's gonna go another like. I don't know.
Just run into the darkness.
She's gonna run into the middle of it. Yeah, and she disappears from sight.
Well.
And then that's gonna have to be her turn for now. Tomato.
What's the phasm? The phasm. Okay, I stand up. Right? I do the standing up thing, which is fun.
I don't know if you can.
Oh, restrained, huh?
Yeah. Restrained, your speed is 0, so you cannot stand up. You are on the ground and you are held there by shadowy tendrils. Now, hold on a second. Let me double check the ability real quick, because I don't know when you get to make a save against that again. You can use your action to repeat the saving throw. So if you want to get out of it, you can get out of it, but you have to spend your action.
I shall get out of it. What is it? The fucking strength saving throw? It's a strength saving throw.
Okay, well.
Yep, you asked for this.
Yeah, it's a DC 16. No, no, it's an 8. That's half of what you needed. So no, you are still restrained and on the ground.
Do I still have my starting form's gone too, huh? Yep, I'm unconscious. I was unconscious. Yeah.
Well, does it go away when you go unconscious, or it's just last?
Yep, I'm a cow on the ground.
Okay, there you go. You are on the ground. That was your action. Do you have any bonus actions you can do?
Starry form? Oh wait, I don't have any more of those. No.
Yeah, that sucks. Moyle.
Yeah, less than 2. It ends early if you dismiss it, are incapacitated, die, or use this feature again.
Cool. Is that all Mo's going to do? Just move there and hold?
He's gonna move there, and if I can, have him use his standing, because he does have standing orders to protect Chance. So if another shot comes out of the dark, he's gonna intercept it with himself.
Okay.
Assuming I can do that.
Okay, this guy. This fucking guy. That's a failure. God damn it.
Deathlock Mastermind.
Yeah. I have to move that. Oh wait, no. That's probably.
Is that of your own horrible creation?
It's a modified version of something from Volos or Mordekainen. It's one of the two.
Volos and Mordekainen is my favorite book of deadly things.
Isn't darkness concentration? Or
Yes, yes it is. And now that he's taken damage, he has to make a con save to keep it.
So my gravity spell did fuck all. Got it.
Okay, so he takes damage. Now, he made a con save. Great. You can hear like the imps like poking at something in the darkness. He's like, That's a good question. What would he do? Probably wouldn't
He's
stick
death
around.
lodge or warlock, so which devil's good?
I'm Angie.
So at
I
this
mean,
point,
it's a risk, and it's what happened.
at this point, he comes out of the darkness over there. Let's see, go another 10 feet. So he's going to move behind this pillar over here, and then he's going to take his great bolt attacks. He's going to go one at Ash and one at Chance, which will be intercepted.
No, he should hit me again. Come on,
Ash,
little bitch.
natural 20.
Ash gets crit.
36 points of damage.
Damn it.
Yeah. Oh no.
And for Moyle, that's a miss anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm still up.
Cool. Then make me a strength saving throw.
Wait. I have advantage, I think. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
Because werewolf.
Yeah, let's see if your negative strength can overcome that though.
I don't
bet.
think so.
I beg of you, it can't be another coffin. He was coughing the entire time.
One off, son of a
Holy
bitch!
shit.
Fuck me.
Okay, so Ash is restrained now. Restrained for a minute.
Cool. We have fun, guys.
Restrained and.
Someone
restrained,
kill this.
And you are also prone. So there you go.
Someone kill this fucker.
Chance.
Alright.
Don't look at me. I've been doing work on this motherfucker, and y'all were fighting ghouls. I was trying to hit. I was killing them.
Blam!
Nice.
Miss.
I'm gonna reroll that one, because fuck you, I can do that.
Yes, you can. It's a 9 and a 3, so 12 points of fire damage. Sick. So now that he's finally revealed himself, you're like, there you are! It's like that fucking, oh god, that reminds me of that fucking, have you seen that video where, the voice actor for Gumball from The Amazing World of Gumball is playing Minecraft and James Charles is in there? And he sees James Charles, he's like, it's James Charles! Now's my chance! It's such a hilarious video. But it's like that. You're like, now's my chance! And you pump him with a fireball. It takes a bunch of damage. I'll show you the video after, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I just said flash into my brain as a funny moment. Cool. Anything else?
Bonus action. Flip him off.
Okay. It doesn't do any real damage, but it does 1.5 emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
I knew it. Ash, you're up.
I need to make a wisdom save real quick.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
I'm
Just
sorry,
give-
what? A wisdom save?
Yeah, that's how this
Oh
works.
no!
Yeah, because werewolf.
because
Wait,
we're all.
I'm right next to you. Fuck.
Yes. But I succeeded.
Cool.
And now for that strength save as an action.
Yes. Oh my god, you beat it.
Oh my god.
Cool. Well, that's your action.
Do it. Can I get up?
You were standing up. You weren't prone. You were just restrained.
Okay. I'll move. I'll move over here. I'll move right here.
Tavance is a cow in a shadow blanket.
Strovan, you're up.
Now, I can't see through the darkness, but I can see the Star Cow, and they're getting wrapped up by something, correct?
Yes.
Would it,
Starcow got
would it
wrapped
be
up a while ago, and then the bolt came from somewhere beyond the darkness on the other side to hit Ash last time.
So I'm just gonna run past. No, I can't do that because that slows down my movement.
What does?
Darkness.
Darkness doesn't slow.
How
down.
does this work? Oh, it doesn't.
No. The aura that Conlia has slows his movement, but darkness is just an area of darkness. It's not anything crazy.
So I'm right there then.
Cool.
Fuck him
I'm
up,
gonna
Conley.
try to stab him. No, you really think it's gonna work? Come on.
Yes,
Welcome
I
to
believe in you.
try, little elf.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Believe in
See?
you. Yes.
Ow. Alright.
You know what? Fuck it. This is an undead thing as far as I know, correct?
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Okay, if I were to do Divine Smite, and I am declaring Divine Smite, would I roll 3d8 or 2d8?
You roll an extra d8 because it is an undead creature.
Okay, let's
Wait.
jack it up to level 2 slot.
Let's
Fucking
go. He's fucking around. Now he's finding out.
So, 12, 14,
18 and 9,
18,
27.
nice. Yep, 27.
Sick.
That
Did you weapon
had to
magic?
hurt.
My weapon is nada. So the 12 and a 2 is mundane. So 14 of them is mundane.
Okay, so it's 6 and 1, 7. 7 points first, and then the extra 13.
Is all radiant.
Takes the 4 radiant. Cool. Sick. That hurt a lot. It looked like it hurt a lot. You like stabbed it into his chest, and you left a little ball of light there, and you can see him like smoking and burning from the inside.
That's my turn.
Told you could do it. I believed in you, and it happened. I'm proud of
Conley's
you.
turn. Conley's turn. Conley's like, did I get him?
Come out.
Yep, come on, just.
Is that all you say? Come out?
Yeah.
Okay. Cardinal direction time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
She runs
out,
into the.
No, she runs out on the wrong side of the sphere. Boom.
Not that
Unfortunately.
way.
Other way.
Okay. Hold on. She moved 15 feet, so she's gonna move back 15 feet into the darkness. Okay.
That is unfortunately entirely in character.
It kind of is. But she's gonna move the sword out. It's 20 feet. I'm gonna roll to see if it actually makes an attack against him. It doesn't. So it swings and misses wide because she doesn't know where it actually is. And then it's her action. She's gonna dash to get out.
But couldn't she have
Yeah.
done the dash and to swing the sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just make
Okay.
a roll for it. It's fine. Hold on. I was like, wait, I thought of that second. That would have been a good idea. Where's the fucking spiritual weapon? Nice. Okay, 7. Yeah, that'll work. She can actually get to there, so just call that good there. Okay, Boyle.
Moyle's gonna take the dash action. And he's going to run right over here.
Okay.
Savante's on the ground. You got it, guys. I believe in you.
He is being surrounded.
And he starts his turn, so he has to make a save.
Yes, he does.
Wait, don't skip my turn.
Did I?
Yeah, I'm after Conley.
Oh. Well, go ahead and make your save then.
I got this, guys.
No.
You don't got this.
No, you don't.
I got
You are
this.
pinned. You're pinned to the ground. If you have ranged attacks, you can still use them. By the way.
Using it as a bonus action.
I mean, that's something. I mean, you're taking disadvantage because you're prone, but
You have disadvantage on it, but you're not prevented from making attacks still. If it's a ranged attack against him, you can still do it.
You said it took an action to try to attempt to get out of that, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying, if in the future,
Oh,
if you're like, I'm not going to make it out of this, you can always do disadvantage attack or something. Deathlock, dude, has things that he can do.
it seems like he failed the 6. That wasn't the DC 16.
Yeah, he's gonna take damage. You can do a combos She that's what I was looking for. He takes half damage from this. Sure. So 4 points of necrotic.
Chipping away at him, guys. Chipping away.
Chipping away.
I dealt decent damage at the start, but I was just never able to fuck with him again.
He's fucking around. Come on. Come on.
Ground's nice and comfortable.
I bet.
Yeah. Even with
Great on the
fire, I think it's
horns.
probably useful to do that. Okay, he's gonna make a attack against Moyle here. Disadvantage.
Yay.
Fuck up the summon. Fuck up the summon.
Oh!
And we get up attacks.
Yes, you do. Go for it.
We all do?
The three of you do. Yes. That's a miss.
Fuck these. Fuck this fucking place, man.
I'm gonna smite.
That's sure.
See, Strovan, you're hitting where it counts, man.
Okay.
That's 23 radiant damage.
Okay. Shit. Just by itself?
Yeah.
23 radiant damage and 7, so divided by half, 3 mundane.
How do you want to do this?
So he seemed to be attacking your familiar. I'll try to distract it, and he tried to parry the sword, but it slips and pokes it right through the eye. Oh, my apologies, sir.
Don't
I got it.
apologize. That was good.
Idiot Savant.
So yeah, you stab him through the eye and into his brain, and he just lets out this like blood curdling, just screams. And you watch as his whole like visage, like this ghostly, like almost skeletal being, just begins to like melt, almost like cheese under fire, onto the floor, and becomes this just gross puddle of ectoplasm at your feet. And he dies.
Hey, quick. So can I move again?
Yeah.
Can I de-shift immediately?
I don't know.
If we have no more
Well,
enemies to fight?
hold on. Let's do two things. What is your shifting? How do you get back? Do you have to use a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay. What happens to the
Oh my
bestial
God.
thing? Does it start? It's at the start of every turn that you're below hit points, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you have to roll the wisdom save first, and then you can do it.
Okay. That's an 8. I believe that passes.
I don't know. Does it?
Let me just double check. I believe it does. Oh yes, it's DC 8. Beats it.
Okay. Cool. It doesn't like increase for any reason.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's not just DC 8 forever.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it does increase from something.
I apologize
Ping the
for
ability
making
in
a terrible
chat
mess.
room. Okay, blah blah blah. Start your you must make it AC 8 wisdom saving throw. Why is it just set at 8? That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. I'm confirming this with D&D Beyond. We're gonna get to the bottom of this shit because I don't think that's correct.
This is from D&D Beyond.
I know, but I wonder if it was an auto calc for something. Let's see. So we want Order of the Lycan. Bloodlust. Starting from DC on DC 8. No, it is just DC 8 forever. Okay.
That's kind of.
Sick. Well, just don't roll below an 8 ever, I guess. Cool.
Yeah.
It seems like that would have been like, increased by the damage you take or something. Or whatever. Okay.
I thought it would increase by like level or something.
So yeah, you can calm down and revert back to normal.
Yeah.
Did you say Amber Heard?
What?
No,
I said
get
calm
out.
down
No?
and revert back to normal.
I thought you said Amber Heard back to normal. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I don't know. My audio's a bit weird. And I've been watching a lot of the trial stuff, so maybe it's just on my mind.
Maybe.
Well, stop it. Get some help.
I don't have money for a therapist.
Okay.
They expensive, and I'm fucked up.
Alrighty. So, with your foe defeated, also the darkness is gone. So go away.
Can I stand up, please?
Maybe.
I would like to stand.
No, you're pinned there forever. You never get up again.
Cool.
Calling us here?
Colonies?
Hey, Ted.
Oh, you made it. Cool.
Looks like you made it.
Indeed.
Can we go over here? Is this just a big ass coffin?
Yes.
I'm guessing we have to open it.
Yes.
Is it
Our worst
heavy?
enemy.
Yes. It's gonna require strength checks to open the coffin.
Fuck me, man.
Oh no, guys. Come on. Come on. I believe in you. I believe
Wait.
Hey, 15, 15s, that should be enough.
I
not enough, is it?
like how crazy you fucking said that. No, yeah, you're fine. It's 15 is enough. You can push the lid of the coffin off. It's just, again, there's like 6 of you working on this now, considering your track record. So yeah, you can push the lid off the coffin, and inside you can see that there's the skeletal remains of a humanoid individual.
Can we grind it to dust?
You can hold on.
Burn.
Give me a second. He is also clutching in his hands. There is a staff that is placed over his chest, and his fingers are kind of lattice worked over.
Can I angrily and tiredly rip the fucking staff out of his goddamn hands
Yeah, sure.
and then just beat the fucking skeleton with it?
Yeah, you rip it away, and it looks kind of funny because the arms are still kind of gripped onto it for a little bit. You have to shake them off. But yeah, you can beat the skeleton into a powder. It's not super hard to do.
Strovan want to while he's doing that, he will keep on apologizing to Chance for making a mess.
Look, while I'm aware that technically this mausoleum belongs to me, I don't think anybody here cares. Chance will, like, as a bit of spite, just look over his shoulder and just fling a fireball at the puddle of ectoplasm.
Okay. Yep. There's a satisfying sizzling sound as it evaporates a good chunk of it.
I'll also take time to ignite what's left of the corpse after Tavanta has his little Gallagher spree.
I mean, there's not much to burn, really. I mean, it's literally powdered bone at this point. You could just,
Woo, corpse starch.
Yay. You can make bread
Oh
out of that.
no.
You can make dead people bread out of that. Okay.
Yeah, Devonta has this mini therapy session.
All right. Anyone
Is it-
else? Anyone else?
Yes,
Calls
call
out
me.
rapier.
So is that
Right.
why last time you did such action, more creatures tried to come and kill us, sir?
What would
Is
make
it-
the difference this time?
Devonta's just breathing heavily. Is it over now?
Is it fucking over?
These doors blocked off.
Those doors are locked, yes.
Chance just go try and turn the urns, see if that unlocks them.
The urns are just urns this time.
Not everything's a puzzle.
Okay.
Oh my god, that was so stupid.
Okay.
I need to buy a drift globe immediately.
I shall say again. Anyone else?
I think we are done challenging the fucking mana.
Yes.
It might be wiser to do this action in the actual mana, sir.
Ash.
Okay.
So then, everyone, let's fucking go. Out of this
Let's-
crypt.
We should
Let's
probably
go.
still check the other 2 doors so we don't leave
No.
anything behind. Look,
That's for
I
later.
am not coming back here if I don't have to.
Well,
Balls are locked in a box. Perfect.
yeah, you have a place to bury your dead friends now when I kill them.
That's
I'm kidding. It's very
fucked.
macabre. I like how he's just slowly inching his way out of the map.
Okay, we're leaving.
Whatever you want to do, man. Like it's your crypt now. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it.
What the fucking dips?
Yeah, we're leaving.
We're leaving. Let's go.
We is out of here.
I'll take the time as we're leaving to fucking ignite the ghoul corpses so we don't have a repeat.
Yay,
Sure.
beautiful incense. Let's go.
Sounds good. So as you guys make your way back through the thing, back through the annals of the catacombs, there, when you reach the stairs that lead up and you exit, the sight that meets you is not what you left behind. It's no longer nighttime. In fact, it's like the middle of the day. You can see like if the clouds above are doing their same thing, the reflecting the light and all that fun stuff. But it's basically, it feels like it's like afternoon, and you're like, holy fuck, we spent a lot of time down there. The manor, you can see off in the distance, the manor is still there, still intact. Everything seems fine. You can even hear like the chirping of birds in the midday sun, or I guess core glow, or whatever we call it, because there's no sun visible.
Huh.
Savanta marches towards the house.
Chance is right
follow.
behind.
I'm right behind as well.
Okay.
What was the name of the first butler who was actually kind of nice?
Wilfred.
Wilfred.
Okay, I'm gonna bust in through the front door. Not bust
Nope.
in, just open the door angrily. And
As you open the
just-
door, I feel like Tavano's out the front door opens like, Chance like, you break my door, you're buying a new one.
just shoots a death glare. Throws open the door angrily. Shouts, Wilfred!
You don't hear anything for a while, and then after about 30 seconds, here, you called, and standing next
Hello.
to you, out of seemingly thin air, is Wilfred.
Hello, Wilfred. Is everything okay with the house now?
Well, the stairs could use repair, and the chandelier is on the floor. which is not
I
good.
believe he means the ghost.
Ah,
Yes, the ghost.
well, I don't know.
Then
I had assumed you
Savant.
left. I could not find you anywhere in the manor, so.
well, we met your former employers.
They weren't exactly happy.
Yes.
Really? Have they returned to the manor? Are they claiming their...
Oh
Ro-
no, not that one. The original patriarch.
Ah, I see, monsieur. Yes, Jericho could be a little bit intense.
Well, not anymore.
It's more like he was very, murderous.
Yes.
I may have made a mess in the mausoleum. I apologize.
Wilfred raises his eyebrow. Oui, monsieur. I will attend to that shortly.
Okay. So, okay. Do you know how long we've been gone for? Can I ask that question? How long have you thought we've been gone for?
It has been about half a day. Give or take a few hours.
Okay. Good. That's
You know what? I don't know. I'm just going to go to one of the. Sorry, Chance. I'm going to sleep in the master bedroom. Deal with it. And Tavanta goes to the third floor and fucking.
Chance will kind of, since I assume Chance grabs the staff once we left.
Sure.
No, that's in my hands.
I would ask for it back before you leave because I need to kind of confirm it that it was Jericho, not some other motherfucker.
What do you mean? We saw it was him. It was his face.
You're right. But I'd rather be certain rather than have to deal with this a second time.
What do you mean? It was like midnight when we went into the mausoleum, and it was bright as fucking day when it went out. It's over.
Yeah. It probably is. But I am not taking my chances.
I think what he is trying to Sir
So
Chance
let me see the staff for a bit. I'll give it back.
What the fuck? Okay, what does the staff do? I don't. What?
We gonna find out.
Wilfred,
We monsieur.
was this Jericho's staff?
We monsieur.
Look familiar at all? Good.
It was
Right guy.
used it as a cane more so than not, but it was also, if I remember correctly, it was somewhat enchanted in nature.
Okay. Strovan, your job.
Yes, sir.
Find out what the fuck the staff does.
Would it be alright if I take my time, sir? I am rather drained, and I would like some rest beforehand.
I will slowly turn my head to Tavanta as if, are you going to complain about learning what the staff does, or are you going to go to sleep?
We are going to. Don't we all need to go to sleep? We got beat to shit. Let's go to fucking bed.
No. He's giving you the look as if, are you going to complain about him telling Strovan to figure out what the fuck the staff does?
What am I complaining for? What are you talking about?
Well, never fucking mind. I just
I'm a
Can we
shove the
all go?
staff into Strovan's hand. Okay, when you wake up, figure out what it does, then give it back to Tavanta. I'm going to bed. If anyone bothers me, I'm shooting them.
If
Very
anyone
good, sir.
bothers me, I'm stabbing them.
That's what I said, but then you tried to delay me. What the fuck? Goes to the third floor, plops on the master bedroom, passes the fuck out.
Okay,
Goes,
you go.
goes.
Are we back
Goes-
into the actual realm, though?
Yeah, you're back in the
I-
room.
Okay, cool.
Goes into one of the seconds, plops down.
Poof.
Yeah,
It's a-
we all fuck off.
It's a decent spattering of dust that pops up out of the bed.
I before Strovan turns in, I would like to apologize, Master Chan, to you. Your master is a bit hectic.
What?
What?
Hectic.
Who are you talking to?
The ghost butler.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to Chance. I was like, what the fuck?
No. I waited after everybody went to bed.
Well, it seems as if things are going fine. I will say that I do not feel the presence of anger anymore in many parts of the manor, so perhaps whatever you did solves the problem.
Very good, sir. Would you be kind enough to point me to one of the rooms I could use for the night? I don't need that long, just 4 hours will do.
Oui, monsieur. You may take any of the rooms, the guest rooms on the second floor.
Thank you very much.
I've already made them up for you, so you may do with them as you wish.
And Chance like dully in the back of my thinks I probably should have complained that Tavanta's taking my room, but I am too tired to care.
I did say I'm sorry, but I'm going to take it and deal with it.
If you want me to kill him, Master, I can do it. I can get him out of the bed. It's not a big deal.
No.
And then in the morning we can have
no.
steak.
Ah. Moyle,
I'm gonna kill your familiar one day.
I'm gonna ask you nicely. Not now. I'm usually happy to entertain your antics, but right now I am.
A later date then, Master. I suppose I shall keep our spectral friend company.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Remember, standing order, no injury, even to the dead here. Hostiles only.
Moyle grins at you and leaves the room. Says nothing.
Oh no.
Are you identifying the staff before or after your long rest?
At before, because, reasons.
Sure. Yeah, sure. So I'll go ahead and I'll post the item in Discord here. This is a Staff of the Soulbound. It is a summoner-specific magic item.
Ah, so literally made for me.
Kindling, got
It's
it.
a magical quarterstaff. It's made of iron, so it's pretty heavy. It has a pentagram fitted on one end, and which glows like with a soft little white light. It's a +1 quarterstaff. It has 3 charges. Whenever you or your Eidolon take damage from an attack roll while within 15 feet of each other, you can use a reaction to spend a charge to half the damage on the target of the attack. The other partner gains temp HP equal to whatever damage is taken after that. You regain a d4 +1 charges after a successful long rest.
That's actually really fucking cool. Like, that's really fucking cool. I like that.
That is neat. Huh.
It has to be attuned by a summoner. Okay. So, with that figured out and long rest had, at this point you're going to sleep in like the middle of the day. So you're going to wake up at like 8 o'clock at night.
Good.
I only need 4 hours, so.
Sure.
Same, but I take full 8.
The elves have their whatever. But after everyone is up and running, I'm assuming Strovan will eventually tell Chance what that does, and there you go.
Well, I believe the staff is very unique in nature, and just draws on blah 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 blah, explaining the every inch of the details of the craftsmanship, and explaining before he's even explaining the Wes's ability to chance.
Because it's actually something that is within the wheelhouse of Chance, he's actually not bored by this. Because this is actually basically because actually it's fairly relevant.
Strovan pipes in like from time to time, like, "Oh, I wish you would have taken the lesson in nobility etiquettes like this."
One thing I forgot to change on the thing, sorry. I had the staff originally have 5 charges, so that's not the case anymore, but the regaining of charges should be just 1d4, not 1d4 +1. So when you copy it over to your Roll20, leave the +1 out. Just leave it at 1d4.
No, fuck you. You're the one who left it like a I say.
Okay, I'll make a new one. I'll make a new version that only gives the +1 to attack and bonus, and it doesn't give you any special fun things.
I mean, I'm just giving you shit.
I know, I'm kidding. Okay, but yeah, so you wake up at night in a fucked up manner. Yeah. There you go.
Savanta is sleeping, and
Chance is not fucking up his sleep rhythm, so he's going to, after he wakes up, just going to start going about seeing and basically trying to catalog like about how much he's gonna probably have to wind up spending to repair the manor.
It's gonna be a lot. Depends on how janky you want it done too. Like if you want to get like the village fuckos to come and build you a house, then it's not going to be the best house. But if you hire somebody, I'm sure that they would be more than willing to do a good job. Like somebody who's skilled in carpentry or construction.
Just
like a ballpark number to repair all the random crap that you're going to have to fix, and replace a lot of the furniture and things like that. You're probably going to have to spend somewhere in the area of, because of structural damage, things need to be taken down and redone. It's going to be like, 15 grand, something like that, 15,000.
Okay.
I felt that in my soul.
What individual broken thing it has the stairs need to be fixed, right?
Yeah, there's one half of the stairs that's completely collapsed, that's completely unusable, and the other half is not looking great either. The chandelier also, when it fell from the ceiling, it cracked the floor, so that floor needs to be done. The chandelier needs to be replaced, probably, if you want a chandelier.
Okay, let me ask this.
The beds need to be replaced if you want better beds, because these beds are not good. And then a lot of the furniture is like, it's basically rotting and falling apart. Like bookcases and wardrobes and other beds, desks, tables, anything furniture-wise you probably need to replace.
Okay, now let me ask this. How much would it cost just to replace the stairs for right now?
Depends on the people you get for it. Should probably go find a quote.
People actually know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't know. Does Chance know anything about carpentry?
I was looking for a ballpark so I can know if I can actually afford it or not. Thanks.
Well, I'm asking if I can give you advantage or not. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No, I do not have the any proficiency in anything like that.
Okay, so to ballpark it, let's go with intelligence, just a straight intelligence check.
Yeah. 23.
That's okay. Moyle is very good at intelligence checks.
Look, I didn't change the roll 20 anymore.
I know. You're +5. He doesn't have a +5. He has like a -1 or some shit. Yeah. So I mean, ballpark to fix the stairs. Do you want them to look good, or do you want them to just be functional?
What would be the cost for either one?
So as you are now nobility, you might want to make the stair look also functional and look good, sir.
Well, if it just looked good and didn't work, it'd be bad stairs, wouldn't it? Yeah. If you let's say, I'll give you a ballpark for like every set of staircases in the house, because those probably also need to be replaced too. There's a lot of like crunched boards and shit you have to watch out for, rusty nails and all that fun stuff. Like ballpark for every staircase in the place, I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of $5 grand, like just for the stairs. And that would fix up a lot of like the problems with that. And then redoing floors and walls and ceiling would be another 5, and then the last 5 would be for furniture. So we'll break it up into 3.
Wait, I have some ownership in the town, right?
You have stewardship of the town.
Yeah, stewardship. Do I get like taxes from them for this, or do I just out here sit on my hands and occasionally have to go mediate for shit? Like,
you would be in charge of taking care of Larishev, so that includes taxes.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, do I get a revenue stream out of this?
Sure.
Okay.
we'll call it the whatever the DMG is for running a business, quote unquote. We'll just call that taxes. That's a lot of bullshit.
Mm.
Because I don't think I'm gonna be doing very well financially otherwise.
Mm.
All right. Now that we've addressed the main problem with the house, in fact, we can actually stay here now.
Yay! We're not gonna get deaded by staying in our house.
Next order of business is we need to go into town. I'm pretty sure does Leadership have like a town hall or some shit like that?
No, their chef is very small. The closest thing to a meeting house they have is the bottom floor of the inn.
Well then we head to town, head to the inn, and then make sure everyone was apprised of the new situation.
Okay. Are you gonna like call a town meeting or something?
Do I have the authority to do that?
Do you? Do you think you do?
I mean, if I have Stewart, I'm asking you. You're the one who gave me the title, motherfucker.
I'm asking you what you want to do. It's your decision. Do you think you have the power? Do you think you don't?
That's certain.
I assume that this entire time Chance is just like having an internal hissy fit within himself, like a corner of the house.
Okay.
He's just going about the house like, ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a more. Oh no.
Could Strovan have went to town real quick to buy incense while Sir Chance is having an internal meltdown?
Well, to be fair, actually, once I've apprised how much it's going to cost, I would have gathered the group. Like, hey,
Okay,
everyone gather around.
So here's the thing: you woke up at 8 o'clock at night. It's gonna be a little while before people are ready to go.
Yeah, you're right.
Now
yeah,
that being said, it is 8 o'clock at night, so people are probably gathered in the inn at this point. So if you wanted to go and like address a large number of people, that would be the place to do it.
All right. Yep.
I'm gonna let him play politician. I'm gonna chill.
I think I'll join you, sir.
Yep.
I'll join you because I want to see this dumpster fire.
I'll wake up everyone who is willing to go. I'll probably knock on Tavanta's door, then immediately get told to fuck off.
Well, no. Tavanta wakes up and like, what is it?
I'm going into town. Have to make sure they're apprised of what's going on now that we actually have the house squared away.
It would be proper for him to have a lady finally, since he has become a lord. Maybe he's looking for a...
That is not at all what I'm trying to say!
Tavanta bursts out laughing.
Strovan's not joking, he's actually dead serious.
Tavanta rolls out of the bed laughing.
So, this is...
She's also just dying.
If that's what's going to happen, I have to see this.
That is not the plan. The plan is to make them aware of the fact I'm basically the steward of their town now.
Oh, okay. You can have fun with it. Hey, what's happened to that walking stick?
We had it apprised. Out of all of us here, I'm quite literally the only one that can use it. Because it directly requires summoning magics.
Oh, I was hoping it would be a new walking stick. Mine's getting worn out.
You can have my old one.
Yeah, but
Better.
that smells like, it smells like moil. I'm good.
Sir, I don't understand why you're so embarrassed of what I mentioned about your possible need for a mate.
I mean, why are you calling it a mate?
Because in what
world
is it your business when and where I decide to find someone?
I believe it is my business, sir, since you are my senior and I am trying to look out for you, sir. It is
Hey, by the
expected
way,
as your station to have a wife, sir, a lady of the house.
Stravan, I know we told you like we're kind of taking points but like in reality, no one's the senior over each other here. Like we're all equals.
Only reason why I call myself de facto as a leader is the fact that I'm the only one with contact back home. I technically don't have any real authority here.
That's good
So
to know.
yeah, Ash. Yeah, you literally you are. Didn't we have to tell you because Strovan kind of like leaked out that we're from the moon?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, we're from the moon," and you're like, "You're from the moon." That
So
was a
you know
thing.
what, Ash? If you want to, I got something fun to show you. Come on, we're going to while they do that, we're going to go do something fun. Come on.
Okay.
Can I take? Are they taking the carriage into town? Because like the manor's on the like edge of Larisha, so they're in town, right?
Yeah, I mean it's not super far away from town. It's probably like 30 minutes ride.
Can we take the? Is it? I'm like going to. How about me? I take Ash to the colony and have that happen because they know now apparently.
Isn't the colony like a day from here?
It's
Yeah, I want to.
it's several days. Yeah,
Oh damn! Never mind.
it's
Fine.
if you go through if you're trekking through the woods and not using the fucking road, then it's like 4 days.
Matt, I appreciate that, but you should probably type in the roll 20 so we can actually see that.
I saw that.
We get like blip notifications, audio notifications when you type in roll 20. If that's something that you can do, then great. But if not, then whatever.
Yeah, we'll make do, but I'm just saying, like, if you can get roll 20 to work for the typing.
I don't think he can. I think he's fucked.
You're right, fuck no, don't you?
Alright, Tavanta will chill out the house and try to help, like, start cleaning up some more stuff.
Sick.
I'm gonna go with Chance then.
Y'all can have fun doing that.
We
I'm going
will.
to try to. Can I work with Wilfred and try to see if there's anything I could do, like, to help spruce up the house with any magics that I have?
Sure. I mean, yeah, you can like begin to move some of the busted, like awful furniture outside. The stuff that's just not going to be useful at all. It would probably break
Yeah.
under any one of your weights.
I'm just gonna start moving the bad stuff outside. That's gonna be my deal for the day.
Cool.
Y'all can have fun with addressing the public
For the night.
as a for the night. Yeah.
Doing all of this at 8 o'clock. Again, it's not like it's midday.
I'm gonna spend a couple hours doing that, then I'm just gonna go back to bed, try to get my cycle right.
Sure. It's probably won't be a crazy hard thing to accomplish. Okay. So yeah, Wilfred will do what he can, but he's a ghost, so it's more like
That's
him,
why I'm.
more like him telling you where to put stuff
Yeah.
and what he would like to see replaced because he's the butler. Okay, and then it was who else is going with Chance? Jay and Ash.
Yep.
Okay.
I assume Conley would like to go as well.
Is Conley going?
I know you threw out a lot of stuff, but that was just like detritus. This is like going through furniture and testing it, and then being like, "Nope." It's like
Savanta falls on-
basically sitting on a chair and seeing if it breaks, and if it breaks and you fall on your ass, then you throw it outside. That's how that works.
And it's good that he's doing this while everyone else is gone.
Okay, so after about half an hour, you arrive in town relatively late at night, and you head over to the inn. the White Crow Inn. Yeah, yes, because I have those notes. The White Crow Inn. And you walk inside, and the normal mixture of people is here for the day. You know, the farmers have come in from their crops. They've decided to, you know, socialize and talk with others and kind of gather. You do see there are there are two individuals who are kind of have their own like large groups around them at either end of the tavern. One of them is in the center of which one of them is a male Durgar with a braided white beard and a bald head. The other one is a human male wearing like overalls over a cotton shirt. Doesn't look like he was like working in a field, but he looks like he could. And he's like in his like early 40s. He's got kind of like a receding hairline, short cropped hair, and a pair of spectacles. And you see them both talking with different groups of people, and they clearly have the largest group of people paying attention to them. Those two people.
What are they saying?
Which one do you want to go for? It's a loud room.
But the look on their faces, do they seem... Anyone of them seem particularly upset or angry?
There's a lot of gesticulating, like a lot of moving hands and you know, grand proclamations. It looks like they're clearly making speeches to these crowds of people for sure. But with the general noise in the tavern, it's hard to make out exactly.
All right,
what they're saying.
I'll approach the farmer-looking guy.
You hear him saying, "Now I know for a fact that nothing's going to change. I just need to have a word with the new lord, and everything will be fine. We don't need to worry about anything changing too much for you folk here. If you don't mind, please don't even worry about my other colleague. He's very animated, and he's quick to jump to conclusions here. We, on our end of the campaign here, promise that nothing's going to happen crazy like that. Here's a pamphlet for you, sir, and you, sir."
I'll approach the man directly.
"Ah, well, if it isn't the man of the hour, how may I assist you, Mr. Stewart? Or should I say Mr. Fairweather?"
Does he say that loud enough where I start getting eyes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it seems that I don't need to go through the largest of efforts to let everyone of the people of Lerchev know of my newfound status.
Oh, we were notified a few days ago, but I haven't had a chance to meet with you. My name is Anthony Oakley. I'm the one of the prospective mayoral candidates here for Lerchev.
I need to pull up my notes so I can write down his name. For some reason, I went through this session. I have my notes up. I don't understand that. Okay.
There wasn't a lot of notes to take, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of fighting for your life and not dying.
It was Anthony Oakley, right?
Yes.
I know a guy named Oakley.
I know a clothing brand.
But his was Jeremy Oakley.
Well, he's here now. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, my name is Anthony Oakley. I used to work under the previous mayor, who's entering retirement shortly. She's over in the corner if you want to introduce yourself at a later date. But let me just say before you do that it's an honor to meet you, sir, and I look forward to a very prosperous relationship together once I win the election, of course.
Oh, of course. However the election goes.
Yes. Here's a pamphlet for you, sir, if you want to read up on my campaigns thus far and where I stand as far as the good people of Lerchev. I look forward to seeing your vote in the ballot box, sir. Now, What say I get a round of drink for you and your companions? You look dog-tired, if you don't mind me saying so.
Do we look like tired even after sleeping?
Yes. Yeah, it's a very exhausting day. You were basically up for 24 hours in a row, and then some, and you also got beaten up by several ghosts and ghouls, so yeah, you look rough.
I wouldn't say no to a drink, though I feel I should also let the other candidate over there, I assume, make sure he's apprised.
No, by all means. We're going to be here for quite a while. We have a bit of a debate going on here at the White Crow Tavern here at the inn. You're welcome to stick around and hear the debate for a little while.
It's only right that I should be apprised of the situation. So.
Excellent. Well, yeah, let me walk you over to the bar, get you a round of drinks, and then you have at it. Join the festivities. He leads you over to the bar, and he pays for a round of drinks for the three of you.
If it's alright with you, Sir Chess, I would like to go on a personal errand.
Go right ahead. Why do you keep calling me that? Okay.
Because it is the social etiquette, sir, and not to mention we are out in the public.
Okay.
You would have known this if you were paying attention to the pages I have asked you to read beforehand, sir.
Is he wrong, though? Is he wrong?
Is he wrong?
The worst part is that Chance has to have willingly, just completely let that info pass him by, because he is a very intelligent person, so he would definitely pick it up if he read it.
Oh shit, I just read what Terry put in general. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Nah, Ash went with Chance, unfortunately. Someone else is gonna have to do that. Okay. Yeah.
Go to Durgar next after knocking back the drink.
Sure. This guy is very animated, and he's being a typical dwarf in the way that he's drinking while he's doing it, and he's kind of boisterously saying things, and you can see spittle flying out of his mouth. A couple people in the face on the far end of the group. He's up there gesticulating, saying, "Look, I've been in the town for a long time, and there needs to be some changes around here. I think we can all agree, right? Our town is nice. It's reached a point where it's stagnating. We need to do something about that, now, don't you think? We've already seen one giant change in the fact that the Lord is back in the manor of Fairweather. I think it can only be good for our little town here." And he sees you approach and says, "Ah, the man of the hour. I went up to visit you at your manor, but I didn't, you didn't answer the door. I wasn't sure if you were actually here, arrived yet. Name's Orisk Hammerstone."
Nice to meet you, and VG, how in the fuck do I spell that?
Orisk. Hammerstone.
Alright. What stone?
Hammerstone. Hammer time.
I was just thinking that, you son of a bitch!
Alright.
I even did it in the voice. That caught me off guard.
Can't touch this. Alright. It is a pleasure to meet you, sir, and I look forward to your cooperation in our upcoming election, of course. I assume you've already met the other prick who's decided he wants to keep the town as small as it is, unfortunately.
I have spoken to him, yes. I wouldn't exactly call him a prick, but yeah.
Oh, he's a right prick, trust me. He's a stick in the mud if I've ever seen one. A lot of things have to go through him to get approval from the mayor, and let's just say a lot of papers go missing sometimes. But all for the I guess the excuse that he's keeping the town as quaint as possible. Sounds like a right prick to me.
Now, I must apologize, Chief Knights Nador. I was handling some unfortunate bit of business. Because it seemed that, well, between you and me, Chance to kind of lean forward a bit conspiratorially, but he's not being super quiet about it because correct me if I'm wrong, it was already kind of known that the house was kind of haunted, like shit was kind of fucky there, because people had gone in and not come back.
It was a rumor, but the people who would stay there were like transients and travelers. So the town would have no, like, the normal people in the town would not, they wouldn't even go near the place. One, because it's so far out of town, and two, because there's a rumor that it's haunted. There's bad shit that happened there. Plus, there was a lot of people in Larishev who had family that worked there and relied on the family that lived there to to like pay their bills and house them. And a lot of those people don't have a good opinion of the place, so they'd rather just leave it to rot.
Fair. And between you and me, the previous owners, despite having left this mortal coil, didn't exactly want to leave their house. So
Really?
that's been my day.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the day then. Are you sure he didn't spike your drink there, buddy?
With the amount of things I had to go through, I almost wish he had.
Well, alright. If you say so. Either way, you look like shite, I have to say. I'm sorry. I know you're the lord of the manor or whatever, but I tell it as it is. And
I honestly prefer that to what my my elven acquaintance over there was.
Well, I'd like to point you in the direction of a friend of mine here, and he reaches over into the crowd and like plucks a dude out of it, and like he's standing next to you, and it's like this like bird-looking dude with like a bald head and like really big circular spectacles on like a really pointed nose, very thin, like super thin, very old, like he looks to be like in his like maybe his late 60s. And he's got like a slight like Parkinson's shake going on. Now I know he doesn't look that impressive, but he's probably the best seamster in this town, tailor rather. At my behest, of course, I would want to fix up your clothes as a thank you gift and also as a welcome gift for Larishev's newest steward. Whatever you need, come and see him in the morning, and he'll set it up for you on my dime. How's that sound?
I won't disparage the kindness, but I should say it does seem a bit wrong for me to participate in the vote, at least since I'm very a new face, and I don't want to be that kind of lord that just decides how things go and doesn't let the people actually have any say in how they're led.
No, of course not. No, you're allowed to vote. You don't have any say in the election, of course. This is a democracy, after all. But this is just for the elected officials. You're the one who gets to essentially lord over, if you pardon the pun, the town at the end of the day anyway. So this is just who you want to be your elected official who's going to run the day-to-day. Obviously, being a busy man and running the manor and dealing with other nobles and politics, I know, trust me. I've been around the block a while, it's not fun. But here's this. Stay a while, listen to what we have to say, and perhaps one of us can convince you to a side. Hopefully it's a handsome dwarf with a beautiful beard.
Maybe. We'll see what both of you have to say.
Aye, that we shall. Alrighty. And he takes his tankard and says, 3 cheers for the new lord of the manor. May his reign be ever prosperous for Larishev and its people. And everyone in his crowd is like, hear, hear. And everyone in the other crowd is like, sure. They weren't really paying
Okay,
attention.
I'm sorry for tipping out like that. What did I miss?
There's a
Locals
mayoral election going on in Larishev, and he just met the two candidates.
Ooh.
Locals
okay.
are trying to get the new lord's endorsement for the mayoral, and Chance is not using this ability, using this chance to get what he wants.
Yes.
To be fair, Chance was like if you guys are going for the mayor, I literally just came. I don't.
Yeah, if you offer Chance a wife, he'll definitely pick that mayoral candidate.
Free
Like,
brides for everyone.
Like, to be fair, like Chance is like directly just kind of sitting it back, let them most, because like
This is
because he's read enough history to know that if a noble comes in and just decides, oh yeah, I'm king shit of fuck you mountain, that's how you wind up dead with your house burned down.
but
if you decide that, yes, but you didn't decide that. Brahm did, so they're more inclined to listen to their prince, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like if I actually showed up and started to run the place and just be a cunt about it.
Well, if you're a cunt
I got a
about it, yeah.
question.
But if you still up and run the place, that's kind of your job at this point. What?
It's a democracy, right?
It's a democracy for the people's choice, yes, but the Lord has a good amount of say because he is the ultimate steward, number one, and number two, like the mayors have they have a duty to run the day to day in the town, and it's understood that like they get paid from the state to do it, so it's not super crazy, but it's understood that the Lord is going to choose essentially a favorite candidate. They can still be technically outvoted, and not really agree with the mayor, but they have a lot more pull in the election. It's like having one dude with like 20 votes or something in a town of 50 people.
I mean, again, while I understand your point being like, I choose this person because I'm in power. I get that, but like,
it's more actually. I would say it's more like a Great Britain. They have the Queen, and if they endorse next Prime Minister candidate, they have a higher chance of getting voted. But
yeah, it's like that. That's why they're schmoozing you right now. It's because they want to get your favor because they're like, okay, well the Lord is on this guy's side, so I think I should vote for him. Clearly, they know something that I don't.
But like, I guess it wouldn't. What I'm saying is, it wouldn't hurt to feel these guys' vibe and then just cast your vote. I know it's like a big decision thing, and you haven't been here to like know these people, but I mean, if you get a good vibe from one of them, I don't think it'd be too horrible of a consequence to endorse them. And even then, the village people can say, "Well, that's a fucking dumbass decision. I'm going with this guy."
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna let it sit for right now. But if it like, it's Chet's mostly trying to be like, hey, I'm trying not to be an asshole here, so I'm just gonna let this ride, and if I have to vote, I will.
Well, you can. But you have the choice to endorse a candidate, and you can see. This is why we're having a debate right now, because I was gonna give you what their general stance is on where Larishev's direction is going, and you can decide which one benefits you more. So later into the night, you have the two mayoral candidates who essentially take a front position, and everyone kind of crowds around. And the moderator is the former mayor, who is introduced as Aileen Hamilton, Aline Hamilton.
I probably should have introduced her before this, but
she's a half-drow woman. She is getting on in years. She's like somewhere in the neighborhood of 65, 70-ish.
half-drow, that's
and she's but she's tired. She's going in for tired. She's retiring from being a mayor. She's been the mayor for the last 30 years, and she's done. So she's like, fuck this. I'm not running again. And she's serving as the moderator, essentially, for the debate, bringing up the concerns of the people as they have been presented to her for the purposes of this, to see each candidate's position on them as debates go. So the big issue that seems to be the cornerstone issue of Larishev is growth. The town is not that old, and it has grown since it has been founded, obviously, but it has reached a point where there's not much the town can do to further its growth as a town, because there's not really much to do in Larishev except for farming. Um, the only way around that would be to trade and to get people to trade in Larishev, which would make it a little bit more of a prosperous town, but it also brings in, outsiders, quote unquote, and it attracts attention from ne'er-do-wells and bandits going through the town and things like that. So it's more risk, more reward type of thing, and there's a concern amongst the people of Larishev that their quiet little existence will be disturbed, even though it would be nice to see the town grow and stuff like that. So one candidate, the former assistant under the mayor, is Anthony Oakley. Anthony Oakley's the human guy in his 40s, and his stance is that the town should just keep doing as it's doing, keep trucking along. Slow and steady wins the race. Like, the town is still it's still a good place to live, and we don't want to jeopardize our way of life, etc., etc. And opening themselves up to more trade would essentially be endangering that. Is his stance. The other guy is on the complete opposite side. He's a dwarf. He's been living in the town for 60 years, but he, being a dwarf and being industrious by nature, he is inclined to open up trade in the town in order to make the town a little bit more profitable, despite the risk that it might bring. And he plans to do this also by leveraging a little bit of his mayoral sway to fund the construction of a tunnel to the Underdark. Tunnels to the Underdark, as those of you who have lived on this planet, which would be Ash only, Ash, you'd be aware that the Underdark is essentially like a second civilization underneath the first civilization. They are very tightly intertwined with the government of Anik, and they're like fast friends, like they're like a power couple essentially.
Got it.
And the Drow can mine minerals and trade and make certain things that people on the surface can't because of different resources, and vice versa. People on the surface can do the same. Opening up trade tunnels is typically the way that a town becomes more prosperous, like overnight, because all of a sudden all the traders have a new location to go that's easier for them to access. And it also affords certain protections as well, which assuages the fear of some people, because the Drow would be guarding the border to their land essentially, and providing a guard presence at the gate at least. So that's where that guy stands. He's like, we need to, if we want to grow the town and we want to become more prosperous and we want to see Larishev grow, we have to take a little bit of risk and try and open up more trade. The other guy's like, no, it's too much of a risk. We're not doing that. Like, we don't want to jeopardize our happy way of life that we've been living for however long under the previous mayor. So that's the two candidates. In terms of benefit for you as Lord, two things come to mind. If you go with Oakley, with the more conservative guy, the people will be generally more happy, but the town will see less income, and so will you. If you go with the other guy, there's going to be kind of like a resistance to that. Not like pitchforks and torches, but like there's a lot of people that aren't going to be super happy with that decision. But if he's successful in establishing more trade in the town, that increases your own profit as steward of the province, or steward of not the province, but steward of the town. So make more money but potentially upset more people, or keep everybody happy, make less money. Your choice. That's essentially the main debate going on among the people of Larishev at the moment. That's basically the cornerstone issue.
I want to make a history check on something. I would like to, if I can, see from my historical knowledge what the downsides of, if like there's more like precedent for downsides on either approach.
Sure. Like what the downsides are? Like, is it as in like what you have witnessed from other things or what you've read about from other things?
Yeah, because Chance is kind of defaulting back to historical knowledge. Because, like, out of character, I know that the stagnation would eventually just kill this fucking town. Okay, that's happened to a lot of towns in history,
Mm-hmm.
where they'll start up decent, grow for a bit, then get stagnant, and then just fucking take a nosedive as the older generations start dying off and no new blood comes in.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I mean, Chance's area of expertise is not that, so you don't get any bonuses for it. I would say you make a history check, just straight up. No advantage, no disadvantage.
Alright.
Nah. Yeah, not a particular area of study you're fond with, unfortunately. Politics is not a fun subject to read about. You definitely fell asleep a couple of times in that section of class. Your focus was more on like architecture and socioeconomic impact as a whole of civilizations and peoples, rather than the specific interpolitic stuff that went on in societies. So unfortunately, no, not a whole lot of knowledge there. It's up to you whether you decide which guy you want to endorse, if you want to endorse at all. If not, then it's going to be left up to a random vote, which means a 50-50 die roll on my part to see which one happens.
I mean,
But that's also it doesn't have to be done. We're not doing the election right now. Like, this is just a debate that two people are getting together at the end of the day to do in a bar. And they're debating each other, and there's points made on either side, etc., etc. And whatever side you lean toward is whatever side you lean toward. But it doesn't have to happen now, because this can be a future thing. This is just something that would be happening as you arrived at the inn tonight. Alrighty. So, as the debate,
Because Chance is probably leaning more towards the dwarf as they.
whatever you want to do, it's up to you. So, what was I gonna say? So, as the debate comes to an end, and everyone claps and goes about their days, it took a couple hours, so it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 10 o'clock, 10:30, whatever, at night. Well, it's probably, actually took you a while to get here, so it'd probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of more like 11:30, 12, let's say. It's about midnight, and everyone's kind of like, I'm tired, I gotta get up and fucking work in the morning, whatever. And everyone begins to slowly file out, and barkeep is like, last call and all that fun stuff. The mayoral candidates, make sure they stop by and shake your hand before they leave, of course, because you're an important figure at this point. And then they take off as well for whatever they're doing.
I'll ask my companions. So, what do you guys think?
honestly, I like the dwarf. I think the dwarf has better ideas, personally.
Would it be wise to get into the election, sir?
How it is. I mean, I tried to back out of it. You heard? I mean, you weren't there. I tried to back out of it, but
You,
I even tried to be polite about it. I'm a new face. That didn't exactly take that as an answer.
very good, sir. you have proclaimed yourself a party leader, sir, I believe it is up to you to decide we should proceed.
Oh my god, you're just going to keep harping on about that bit, aren't you? Do you not realize what Devonta said, that, you know, there's really not a amount of command hierarchy? I only just
I
said that because I'm the only one who has contact back home.
Yes, I do understand what he have said. However, it does not change the fact that you have been given the status as a lord. Therefore, you actually are in social hierarchy higher rank than us.
Oh my god. Conlia, Conlia, you raise a point, but at the same time, I'm already Lord of Fairweather Manor. I kind of have to get involved here. I can't. Like, drawing attention is unfortunately already well off the table.
You are quite literally the center of attention. At least right now.
Well, you're the newest, most exciting thing to happen to this town in a long time.
Yeah.
I suppose we could use this to our advantage and introduce some of the technological advances we have made. Slowly, mind you.
Like when Strowman starts talking about the colony, just shut up. Like, nope, not here.
No. You do realize you're still in the tavern, right?
Actually, no, I did not know we were at a tavern.
You're still there. Nobody's
Okay,
left
never
yet.
mind. Ignore what I just said.
Yeah, there's
And
a
that
reason
can-
why. There's a reason why I specifically said Chance was cutting him off before he actually got anything out on that.
It would make it easier for reintroduction. That's all I'm saying, sir.
Yeah, that just sounds culty.
The problem becomes, regardless of what my station is, I now have responsibilities here that I can't ignore.
Which, by the way, was why I was suggesting for the Lord to have the lady up the house. That way, you could alleviate
Okay,
some
you
of your
already saw how those two were buttering me up. If you had said that anywhere near their hearing, I would have had at least 3 of them try to foist their daughters on me.
That's why I waited, sir.
So you have tact enough for that, but not to just go inquiring about my marital status while I'm trying to sleep.
Take
Yes,
mine.
sir, because
Take
that was in the
mine.
private.
No, mine's a whore. Oh my god.
Some young strapping just lad walks up to you. Well, you know, it doesn't have to be a lady at the house.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Also, I'm just surprised that like none of them, because I figured these might be a bit superstitious. Like, I'm surprised none of them like batted an eye at Moyle.
Oh my god, I want to say something that's gonna make you hate me.
Do it.
Is there,
Fucking
Do it.
I already hate you.
Is there any room in your life for a strapping young rod salesman?
Oh my god! Son of a bitch, Fiji!
If you open up trade in the town, I might just have to join.
Yes, make Rod your husband.
Yes.
Please.
No.
Rod's coming to
No.
your town if you choose a dwarf. I'm just saying. Oh my god, that'd be so
Please
fucking hilarious.
Do not actually have Rod show up.
Of course I will. He's my favorite.
Favorite too.
He's gonna be somewhere in town. Maybe not in this town, but in another town, maybe.
I know he's gonna be somewhere, and I'm gonna be dreading that and anticipating it, because as much as I meme it, I find him fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Well, in your opinion, who is the more forward-thinking groups, the candidates?
Who else is in the tavern?
At this point, it's like you three and the barkeep and like a couple of drunk dudes, including old man Greg or whatever the fuck he was called.
Mm-hmm.
But by more progressive, more open to new ideas, sir.
We can discuss this back at the manor. Walls have eyes and ears and all that.
Very good,
Yeah.
sir.
See,
Okay.
I managed to pick up something from you in blathering about etiquette.
Very good, sir.
Alrighty.
Now, about,
Well, with that, I think it's time we end the session. This is 4 o'clock. So,
Yeah.
congratulations, you cleared the manor, sort of. Still some stuff you probably need to do with that thing, but that can be done next week or at another point in the future. And yeah, cool.
I wonder what happened to that fucking singular shade that actually backed off.
He got dragged into hell. That's what he did. He was dragged off when he was talking to you. He was dragged away by Jericho.
Oh yeah, I feel bad for that poor fucker. He definitely got fucked up for that.
Yeah, maybe you fought him already. You don't know. But whatever you guys are gonna do with the manor, you can do next week, and I'll see you guys then. Unless there's something that comes up, but I don't think there will be. Bye.
Oh, yeah.